Well, the weather was so bad. It rained the whole entire game, and they said the weather wouldn't let them get into. They said that they want to. So today, it's sunshine pretty hard, so they have no excuse about the weather. I mean, all they need to do is bring it on, because Jackson State going to be ready for them.
When you come to the ball game, I guess as much as they're talking about the SWAC championship, they're also talking about this last ball game before the understand it. The question is how much of a distraction, if there is a distraction, with the players today. That's what's going to count with the players. With the understanders, they're close to best leaving Jackson State.
Most times when a coach is leaving, it'd be a big letdown on the player, and they don't use the part of playing well because they're thinking about, well, my coach won't be here next year. So they don't put forth that 100% effort like they would have if this big distraction wasn't there.
The Jaguars, they just come out among the slope to their inflatables on the fourth side of the football field. Jackson's on this side of the football field. Again, Southern coming out. They're just out in their all gold today. Gold hats, gold tops, gold pants. You see the powder blue, and that's around their shoes somewhat, and a little powder blue on the stripe. Besides the white on the pants, Jackson State. They just come out. You see the Southern Jags captains at there over on the front of the stripe field. And Jackson asked to do a sit-out spot today. It might be not a sit-out right now, but that might not include all the ticket sales. Right. SWAC championship is on the line. Jackson got here last year. Couldn't go beat the Jags. Went into that ball game favorite to win that one. Didn't happen. Coming today, favorite to win this one is not automatic, though.
Oh, no, it's not automatic. So Southern has a really good team, and they can win this game if they come in with some confidence and play good, sound defense. How they can win this game?
We're going to break. We'll come back. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Stay with us. Back in a minute. We're just moments away, about 5 minutes exactly, from the kickoff of the SWAC championship. Jackson State, Southern University.
You're looking to expand your business or services? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network help lead the way. With our customized campaigns, we are definitely able to reach your target audience. For more information, dial 832-213-8824. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics. The voice of student athletics.
Do they play? They not like to play when the teams are with the ball. They're going to do a little bit. And welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the kickoff. Fireworks are going off. Sirens are going. I know we're close to Christmas, and after 4th of July, Jackson State just came through the tunnel. And, of course, they're the crowd favorite here because they're at Jackson State home field. Let's take a look at the schedule a little bit here. I noticed that Southern played Florida Memorial, that's out of the SWAC. They play LSU, that's out of the SWAC. And if they go down through the schedule, the rest of their ball games, the SWAC ball games, again, Florida Memorial. Out of the SWAC, they beat Florida Memorial. They're Southern by a score of 86-0, so they can't put the points up. They lost LSU by a score of 65-17. It was a long time ago, in fact, in September. Jackson State played a couple of ball games out of the SWAC as well. They played Tennessee State early in the season. Won that one 6-3. The other ball game out of the SWAC was Campbell here. Jackson won that by a score of 22-14. Again, it's back to the Southern ball game on the October 29th. 35-0 was that score. Key to Jackson State, no doubt about it, is Shedeur Sanders.
Oh yeah, that's the key there. As Shedeur Sanders go, Jackson State go. When he's hot, they play really, really well. And also, Jackson State defense is very, very good. If they get on Southern quarterback, he's going to have a rough day.
And then, speaking of getting on quarterback, that's exactly what Southern wants to do to Shedeur Sanders.
Exactly.
Doesn't like the pressure.
Right.
Doesn't like to get hit, as quarterbacks should not like to.
Right.
If you get to him,
they want to get to him. Right. They want to make him know that they are there.
Looking at the stats on the side of Jackson State, they've scored 413 points. They've allowed their opponents to score 111 points per game. Jackson State 37.5, and they're giving up 10 points per ball game. They're undefeated coming into the ball game. First down, they average 23, just as beautiful first down in the ball game. Rushing yards per ball game. Jackson State 158. Southern is averaging 205 yards per ball game. Passing yards, Jackson State 290. Jackson State, Southern 194. Total offense on the season in terms of per ball game, Jackson State 448. Southern total offense, they averaging 296 yards per ball game, so they're moving this football up and down the field. You talked about Shedeur Sanders earlier. Shedeur Sanders has thrown the football 408 times, connected on 284 for 3,083 yards, 32 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. On the other side of the ledger is going to be quarterback Deshaun McCray. McCray also is the leading rusher for Southern. He's carried the football 112 times for 642 yards. Passing, Deshaun McCray has thrown the football 120 times, connected on, 204 times, connected on 120 for 1,619 yards per ball game. Again, Shedeur Sanders, 3,000 yards. McCray, 1,600 yards. So Josh, on McCray, he does it both. He runs the football, he passes the football. Right. When you can do that, you kind of a little bit can keep the defense at bay. So Jackson defense, might not be so aggressive because he can pass it and he can throw it.
Right. He a dual threat. He can run the ball and beat you, and he can pass the ball and beat you. So I think you're going to see a much improved Southern team for this game because this is a championship game, and they went back and corrected some things that they didn't do well in the last game. So they're going to come into this game high and really believe that they can win this game.
Who will be the hungry for the contest? Jackson State, undefeated. Southern lost to Jackson State.
Right.
Who's going to be the hungriest for this contest?
Right. That should determine who wins this game. The team that's the hungry, the team that and also how the team that make the least amount of mistakes. That's the team that's gonna win the game. Turnover is a game changer. I've been saying that all year long. The team that turn the ball over end up losing the game.
Gotcha. Getting ready for the kickoff. Southern will receive the kick. Jackson is dressed in blue with the shiny helmet on. Southern again. All gold. Jackson all blue. Jackson kicking from our right to our left. Southern returning from our left to our right. It's kickoff. In the ring, kick right down the field. Southern going to take it at the 1. From left to right to the 5. 10, 15, 25, 30. Broke down at the 32-yard line. On the run back for the Southern Jags. Bring them back again from the 1 and Jags.
Good run back from Southern, huh?
Brought it back
to the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from that point for the Jags. Crowd, as you expect, is very loud here today. Let's get it on 31. Ball is on the right hand. Here comes the quarterback for Southern.
They brought the ball back to the 26-yard line, huh?
Yeah, maybe, I haven't seen it around there, Josh. Maybe put his hand on the ground. First and 10 from the 26-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 right for McCray. Ball is on the left hand. She steps up a couple of steps back to the 20-yard line. Cross the count. Back in motion. Boy, the line is going to scoot to the left. Looking. Goes right under pressure. He's going to run it. 25, 30, out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Coming over to push him out of bounds for Jackson State. Wow, that's Jason Mercer, defensive lineman. Came over to push over 3, 2, 60. Yeah,
picked up 6 yards.
Yeah. 2nd and 4 from the 32. Hands it off to the back. Let the gobble up.
No, he didn't give nothing then.
I see one thing. This guy's tough. This Josh again. That was a Mercer. Mercer, the defensive lineman boy. He's the critical linebacker. Josh got back there.
Oh yeah.
Hit it for a yard loss. 3rd down and 5. Where the ball is actually at about just inside the 31-yard line. Position play for the Jags. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Outstretched arm for the quick back pass down there. Jumps off to the right side of the 30.
Nothing. Lost yard, huh?
Jackson State right there to bring him down. That time on the hit was the linebacker, Darren Hobson.
Lost 2 yards on that play.
Kendrick Rhymes couldn't get to the outside before Hobson got to him. So Jackson State will receive the football. Back to the
28-yard line, huh?
Back to receive it for Jackson State is Willie Gaines. Gaines standing at the 31-yard line. Southern punting from their 14-yard line. All snap back, no pressure. Kick is up. Gaines back catches it at the 33, 34-yard line. Caught at the 33, stepped up to the 34. They're going to take him down at the 35.
Yeah.
Josh Ellis caught that ball. That's it.
It is the 35-yard line.
Yes. First and 10 for Jackson State from their own 35-yard line.
Yes.
Ball is on their left hash. Action goes from right to left. Shooter Sanders. We get 2 receivers left and 2 receivers right. He's wearing the red sleeve on the left arm is Shadir Sanders. Standing back at his 30. Walks the count. Pull in front. Takes the snap. Stands in. Pitches to the far side. Going to be a complete pass. Yeah, hit it right in the hands that time, John.
Yeah.
And that's Tevion Wilkinson. Wilkinson is that ball carrier.
Oh, yeah.
Wilkinson is pretty tough. Wilkinson carried the football 197 times for 1,000 yards. Matter of fact, 1,039 yards, averaging 5.3 yards a catch. He had 8 touchdowns.
Yes, he did.
Second down and 10 for Jackson State. From the 35. Sanders pitches it to the 40. 45. Fights up to the 50-yard line and more. 45-40. Cut to the outside and brought down inside the 40, 35, about the 33-yard line.
All the way to the 30-yard line. How he didn't want to go down there.
He did not.
No, he didn't.
Nice run that time for the Tigers wide receivers.
And Jackson State is playing fast. They ready to snap the ball already. Done snapped it.
Puts on that one. First and 10 to the 30. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
Yeah. The Tigers couldn't get any yards on that one.
No.
Tigers there to bring Wilkinson down. Wilkinson will get a lot of carries. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for Jackson from Southern's 30-yard line. Back on the right side is Wilkinson. 2 receivers in that direction. Stands in, goes to the outside. He turns up, and he will not get in the outside. He's going to be brought down on the plate.
Lost a yard.
He did. Southern got there and got him. Brown that got there, got to him. Hit him. Matter of fact, for a yard loss on the play. 3rd down and 11 yards to go. For Jackson from Southern's 31-yard line. Right hash. No score in the football game. Southern had the football. 1 possession. Jackson has it now. In Southern territory at the 31 right hash. 11:44 to play in quarter 1. Jackson pass backpedal. Stands in across the middle. Has the receiver at the 15 down to about the 11-yard line.
Now he got it marked at the 10-yard line.
He got it Daniels with that catch downfield.
First and goal.
Yes, first and goal to go. So Jackson from Southern's 10-yard line, right hash. Sanders has Wilkinson on the left side now. A 2 receiver set, 1 left and 1 right. Outstretched on back to battle to the 20. Fast up, stands in, has all day. Backpedal, slides out of the tackle. Backpedal, wind chase, comes down the near side, looking, and he's going to jump this time around.
That was the way.
And those are fellas who just jump back straight. The fellas who jump back all day.
Right.
Then started rolling to the left side bounds some time. Then the goal Jersey came in. He just jumped up and out of bounds. It was being second down. Then go for Jackson from Southern Senior.
Mm-hmm.
They'll send one. Jackson will send one wide receiver up top there on the left side. It's going to be Brooks. Three receivers to the left. A full receiver set. Wilkerson, the running back on his right side. Second and goal from the 10 for Jackson State. Jackson pass, stands in, pumps it out to the 10-yard line, rides down to about the 5 and out of bounds. That time he was able to hit the tight end, DJ Stevenson, 6'3", 220-pound grassroots from Richmond, Mississippi. Picked up 6 yards on the play. Second down, goal to go for Jackson from Southern's 4-yard line. Big tight end. Caught it. Jackson real good. Second and goal from the 4. Left hash. Everybody pointing towards Southern.
Yeah.
Wilkerson on this time on the short side, left side, and backfield. Back pass looking. Goes to the end zone. Incomplete. Boy shot a bullet there to the end zone.
Boy, he threw the rocket that time.
I promise you. That time he tried to hit hooks, but he couldn't bring it out. He
Yep.
hit his hands with it, Jack.
And he put it right on his hand.
He could hold it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a as you said, bullet. That's what
he put a bullet in there that time.
And the 4th down and goal to go. Southern would come and attempt a 22-yard field goal. Ball is snapped back. About to be snapped back. It is a good goal. Mata.
It is good.
It's up. So Southern, the 22-yard field goal. With 10 minutes, 26 seconds to play. In the first quarter, Jackson State up over the Jags by a score of 3-0. We'll break. We'll come back. Sack football on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Big wind come through then.
Real trap. The Open Mic Broadcast Network serving student athletes from Little League, high school, and collegiate coverage right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. From coast to coast, from dusk till dawn. You can catch all student athletic action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
And welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium, broadcasting live on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. This is our championship ball game. Southern received the football first, drove it just a little bit, could not score. They got it started on their own 36-yard line, and they were able to move it down and get a 22-yard field goal. And Southern will get the football for the second time here today. The wind picks up, clouds moving in as well. They said rain earlier, they said no rain later. Right now, it's up in the air. Wind is blowing pretty good here, too, from our left to right. So Jackson State right now will be kicking against the wind. Southern will be throwing the football and moving with the wind. Up in the air, not expected. Southern takes it at the 11. Out to the 12, 15, 20. Wow. They brought down at about the 24. Yeah, man, this is the Southern Jaguars start this time. That time on the one back for Southern. Looks like Andre. Might be Cameron Silliman Craig as a safety there. He's going to run back.
One thing up here, how this wind really picked up.
Look at that. Y'all checking. First down and 10. From their own 35-yard line, they're giving. The full receiver set, 3 wide left, 1 right. Hands it off to the back of the bus to 35. 25 up to the 49-yard line. And there was Jordan Drupe on that carry. He picked up 3 yards in the play, second down and 7 from the 28-yard line of Southern, for Southern. There's the handoff. Hand it off, not much there.
Oh, I'm telling you, he didn't pick up hard nothing there, huh?
No. The quick handed to him. He didn't get anything on that one.
3rd and 7. Ball on 28-yard line.
Again, possession play for Southern. At the 28-yard line. 2 receivers left for the Jacks. 2 right here, 4 receivers set. Craig steps up. Just back on his left side. Jackson adjusting the defense. Back to pass, looking. Throws it right side. At the 35. Down the left side. And then out of bounds at about the...
Wow, I thought that was touchdown, huh? What I keep telling is zone.
Stepped in front of the receiver. Took it down the sideline for a 35-yard return. And that was Mercer, Jason Mercer. I don't think the numbers are right. Jason Mercer listed as a defensive lineman, 52-62. Is that looking at 31?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now Jackson still get the football, first down and goal to go.
It appears that Jackson State don't have no kind of hangovers. They won this game, huh? Yeah.
3rd down. First down and goal to go. So Jackson, here comes the sideline. 3rd and goal from the 1, left hash. Looks in. Directly behind Sanders, who's this time underneath the center for the first time. On receiver left type of motion. Severe Sanders trying to push in. I don't think he's going to get there. He might get a foot close. Got there, got stuck in there. They tried to push him in there, but he couldn't. Double that down, held him out. 2nd down, and they go to go. From recall the 1-yard line, they give him just like a 1-yard line. About the original spot. They're now a little bit less.
Yeah, like he lost it 3 inches.
Yeah. Acclamation. Hands it off to the back, and touchdown. Whipperson will get in. Whipperson in on the 1-yard run. Eight minutes and 25 seconds to play in the first quarter. Second possession. 2 scores. 3 the first time on a 22-yard field goal. 1 yard run by Whipperson. Third quarter action. Here comes the point of the touchdown by Mata. Back, ball, low snap, up, and he corrected that. In and through. So Jackson State, 2 possessions, 2 scores, leading the Jags by a score of 10. We break. We come back to Sweat Championship, broadcasting live here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Real trap. The Open Mic Broadcast Network serving student athletes from Little League, high school, and collegiate coverage right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. From coast to coast, from dusk till dawn. You can catch all student athletic action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics.
My name is
Real trap. The Open Mic Broadcast Network serving student athletes from Little League, high school, and collegiate coverage right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. From coast to coast, from dusk till dawn. You can catch all student athletic action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. Real trap. The Open Mic Broadcast Network serving student athletes from Little League, high school, and collegiate coverage right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. From coast to coast, from dusk till dawn. You can catch all student athletic action right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network is an independent network that is dedicated to local community programming featuring sports, the gospel, community news, and much, much more. It is our endeavor to keep the community informed, enlightened, encouraged, and entertained. Our continued existence is solely predicated on those who donate toward our cause. The opportunity to give is a very simple process. You can visit our Open Mic Broadcast Network site at obnradio.com, click on the PayPal button, and become a supporter today. For those of you who would prefer to send in a donation, make all checks payable to Open Mic Broadcast Network, OPEN, capital MIC, Broadcast Network, P.O. Box 891, Prairie View, Texas, 77446. Thank you for your support. Thank you for spreading the word of the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics, the voice of student athletics since 2002.
Broadcasters come into our lives on radio and TV, bringing us information and entertainment. Broadcasters are there for us.
And welcome back. Southern will get the football. Third time. First time couldn't run it. Second time, Joshua turnover. And right now, down by 10.
Yep, ball on the 14-yard line. So we got to be careful with it here.
On the right hash. The crazy two receivers to left and one right. Back on to the left side. Takes the snap and draw. Nothing going on. Jackson State. That time in a hurry. You get to the ball carrier. Got him. Swing him down. That time on the track was now got it.
Yeah.
Get it. Linebacker 6'4", 230, red shirt, sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee. No gain on the play. Second down. 10 yards to go from the 14-yard line. Right at the game. Before receiver says exit. He kicks the gas, kicks it. Direction. Man, the great kicks it. He's going to be gobbled up on that. Get again. Put to the ground and put that tighter call on. And right now they're going to, Jackson State going to get some changes on the defense.
It'll see if Jackson State defense know what we're going to do before they do.
Lost the 4 yards on the play. You're right.
Their offensive line ain't have no penetration.
And then 14 yards to go back to the 10-yard line. Hands it off again to the back. He fights out. Upfield. Fights hard.
Got a first
down as he crosses the area. We got to the 25-yard line and we needed all that, Josh.
Yeah. Then he get up pointing about it.
Oh, yes. They're excited about it.
Yeah. They first down of the game.
Ryan's a hard runner for Southern.
Yeah, that was a hard run there.
Lead 14. Yeah. First and 10 for Southern from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass under pressure. He's going to be hit. Cross the line down. He's calling the football field. And then is it down? Did he call it down?
No, it's Jackson State ball.
Jackson State fumble. And that kind of recovering the football for Jackson State was Antonio Doria, junior 6'3", 241, junior from St. Louis, Missouri. Recover that fumble. And Southern 14-yard line. 14-yard line, Josh. Southern started from the own 14. Now they have to start from the 14.
They right back where they started, huh?
So this time Jackson State football.
Yeah.
10-0 score. Jackson leads. 6 for the play in quarter one. Jackson State first and 10 from Southern 14-yard line. Left hash. Sanders with Wilkinson on his left side. One receiver in that direction, one straight wide right. There's the snap, stands in, throws the end zone, touchdown on Jackson State.
Oh, they trying to end this game early.
Sean hits on the catch. You got that, Josh? Yeah, Steve was there with him. But when he turned around, hooks, hands up, ball right by, touchdown.
Right.
I mean, that was a smooth play.
They call that that's that back shoulder pass. Yeah. The offensive player know where the ball going, but the defense don't.
Did not. 14 yards. Touchdown.
They got a penalty on somebody.
6:35 plays.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Jackson State.
First quarter here.
Yep, on the kickoff.
Jackson State, 16-0. 6:35 to play. Going to move the ball to the other side of the hash on the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
Jackson going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Now for a 2-point
from the 3-yard line.
Wow.
Looks on his left side. 2 receivers in that left direction. Wide. Moves from right to left. Sanders across the middle. 2-point conversion good. Yep. Kevin Coleman.
Man.
That's a lot of confidence right now.
Yeah.
In Jackson State's offense.
Yeah.
Against Southern defense.
Right.
Because why would you go for a 2-point conversion?
Right.
Because they see something.
Yeah.
Score Jackson State 18. Southern 0. We break. We come back. Track football on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Broadcasters come into our lives on radio and TV, bringing us information and entertainment. Broadcasters are there for us, but who is there for them when they fall on hard times? The Broadcasters Foundation of America provides financial assistance to broadcasters in acute need due to a critical illness, accident, or other serious misfortune. If you know of a broadcaster on the air or behind the scenes who may need our help, please share our message. Visit broadcastersfoundation.org.
As you get ready for the holidays, put that extra touch on all your cleaning with Inside Out Cleaning Services. And for that Inside Out cleaning, call Tammy Cooper at 662-457-0443 or Marie Walker at 901-237-5833. Inside Out Cleaning Services specializes in thorough cleanings of kitchens, living room areas, and dining rooms, also bedrooms and bathrooms. They service residential and commercial property such as apartments, business offices, condos, and more. If you're looking for that thorough inside-out cleaning, call Tammy Cooper at 662-457-0443 or Marie Walker at 901-237-5833. That's Inside-Out Cleaning Services. Once they clean it, you know it's cleaned inside out.
G Wood Live Radio, GWoodLiveRadio.com, G Wood Live app. Hi, this is Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network, extending an opportunity for you to become a listening partner with us today. At 17 cents a day, we can make a huge impact on our local and regional high school and college student athletic coverage. We provide local talk shows, live game coverage, and much, much more. But we need your support to continue to move forward. Visit our website today at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button, which is safe and secure, and become a listening partner today. 17 cents a day comes out to $60 a year. Will you become part of the Open Mic Broadcast Network team? Visit that website at obnradio.com and become a listening partner today. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the voice of student athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.
And welcome back. Next thing you listen off, you're going to get out of bounds. So Southern will get the football for the fourth time here, guys. The pressure on Southern right now, a lot of times ago in the football game.
Right.
35 seconds ago in the first. They have not scored the football on the possession. They've got to move it sometimes.
Right. This ball's been playing on one end of the field.
Yeah. And people on one end of the field.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, this is deep as they've been all game. And
because 35. Because the ball kicked out of bounds.
Right.
By Jackson State.
Right.
So we'll take it. Wow.
On your mark, get set, white guys, go!
I have high hopes for this. I had a cliff bar before we started.
Everybody else.
From the midfield side, right hash, go up from left to
Thought
right.
they were coming after us.
On your marks,
get
set, white guys, go!
I have high hopes for this. I had a cliff bar before we started.
Everybody else.
Through the left side, the field.
Sure, thought they were coming after us.
On your mark,
the ball on the
set,
field.
white guys, go!
He's going to stay there.
I have high hopes for this. I had a cliff bar before we started.
Everybody else.
Two receivers wide left, one wide
Thought they were
right.
coming after us.
You're listening to G Wood Live Radio. G Wood Live Radio is streaming 24/7.
All right, Greenwood, it's time for you to sound off. Let us know what's on your mind right now. It's time for the sound off.
Good run. And he does give me a hard time with Live on the football. Also, Georgia can get picked off and run back. So he's going to kind of run himself sometimes. Not right now. It is a 15, first and 10. It's going to get the 35-yard line.
When you're supposed to fight.
Nothing better.
The attitude, well, I'm not going to fight. Each of his own. If somebody want to do that, that's okay. If that's going against principles, it's not being nice to say that's okay. No. If it's going against a basic
second down.
That's what being nice is about. And if you don't do that, you're not nice, you're not accountable, you're not anything you're not worthy of anything, you're not responsible.
That's the pocket right now.
Being nice is being responsible.
It's
being responsible.
The ball can fumble. Jackson State ball.
I think it's okay for Democrats to we're not for the
fumble with linebacker Sam Johnson.
Yeah. So like the other Democrats.
He was back there so quick.
Those linebackers Darren Hopkins got him just spun around. Trying to pull his hands on the football. Yeah, ball sucked around.
We got football game going on here. And if you're a progressive Democrat, you don't stand for a lot of that foolishness.
First and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Jackson State got the football.
Being disagreeable. Sure. I'm not going to agree with Republicans. No way I'm not going to agree with them or combine with them when it comes to health care. What Democrats should have done, they should have ramrod the health care through fully with a robust public option. There should have been no question about that. We're in here, we're gonna do this. And we're gonna fight for it. As long as we live, we're gonna fight for these principles.
Well, Greenwood, you said it, and we've heard it. The voice of Greenwood, Mississippi.
As you get ready for the holidays, put that extra touch on all your cleaning with Inside Out Cleaning Services. And for that Inside Out cleaning, call Tammy Cooper at 662-457-0443 or Marie Walker at 901-237-5833. Inside Out Cleaning Services specializes in thorough cleanings of kitchens, living room areas, and dining rooms, also bedrooms and bathrooms. They service residential and commercial property, such as apartments, condos,
that place coming back.
If you're looking for that thorough inside-out cleaning, call Tammy Cooper at 662-457-0443 or Marie Walker at 901-237-5833.
A lot of flags on that particular play.
Yes, it was.
For a moment, I felt that Jackson State receiver was brought down. He got away at that foul line. After that, a lot of flags came out. Again, Jackson State hit the running back. The ball carrier for Southern. Ball came out, and Jackson State recovered the football. They're taking out. They have a first down in about 20 yards ago. Yeah, Jackson. The ball is Jackson at Southern's on the 44-yard line. First and 20. That's Jackson State leading the football game by a score of 18-0 with 4 minutes and 49 seconds counting down here in the first quarter. Sanders has a 4-receiver set, 3 wide, right, 1 left. Wants to pass, rolls out, cuts out of a tackle. That's their 45, out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Boy, he just, that time just skipped out of the tackle.
Yeah, he stepped out of the tackle and come on upfield.
Yeah, linebacker. So that time, thought he had him. Yep. Now, that was Derek Williams, the linebacker, 6'2", 210 sophomore from Miami, Florida. Just couldn't hold it. Second down, 60 yards goes for Jackson State. Ball is at Southern's 40-yard line, the left hash. A 2-receiver set for Sanders. Rickerson on his right side, a man front for the Jags. Back to pass, back fellow stands in, throws it downfield, Brooks makes the catch, at the 20-yard line, breaks the tackle at the 15, and then going for the touchdown. Wow. Wow. Brooks with that catch, Josh, not just the catch, but the break out of the tackle. There was 2 plays back-to-back that we saw Southern, Josh. Second time make the tackle. Right. On to the Sanders dead on the hook. We got hit at the 20, broke the tackle at the 20, and we the end zone for the score. 24-0 score, Jackson State leading Southern with 3:58 to play in the first quarter.
They going for 2 again, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
3 receivers, dominant shape, upright, wide side, 1 left. That's what 5-7 just scored the touchdown. Motion by Rickerson. Back to pass, stands in, looking, dancing, back paddle, looking to the end zone. Broken conversion. Wow. And that's by Coleman Jr. as well. Joshua. Wow. 26-0 score, 3:58 to play in that quarter. Southern. Josh, if you were in the first half, you would say Southern would be trying to get out of the half.
Right. They didn't get out to play for him.
And come out with the last possession.
And it's 3 minutes and 15 seconds left and play for him.
On the last possession, they came out and moved the football.
Yeah.
And started out with the quarterback. After that, sack, ball came out. Jackson not wasting his time getting that football to the end zone.
Yes, it is. They really playing well in this game, on both ends. The defense, offense, special teams, everybody can play in this game,
Yeah. Jackson State is going to kick the football off to Southern. In against the wind. Take it back to the 3-yard line. From left to right. 10-yard line. 15-yard line. Throw it down to the 18-yard line. Wow. On that run back was Zach Coleman, the second. So Southern will take this one first down and 10 from their own 18-yard line. They're working on the football field. Jackson State even standing. Southern in all white they had, top and bottom. 26-0 Jackson. People doing the play in the first quarter. Win is high here.
Very high.
Rams on the right side of the quarterback, most from left to right by the wide receiver. Takes it. Hands it off. A pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. Get back to the 24-yard line.
And Phillips Jr. was the top of the Tigers.
Like he picked up 5 yards. About 24-yard line.
75 from that point. Okay. Takes it, keeps it. Runs it to his left.
First down.
You got enough?
Yeah, we got enough.
And that was in the correction. That was Lyndon McDaniels. McDaniels also plays quarterback for Southern.
Ball is at the 30-yard line.
And McDaniel has thrown the football 29 times for 216 yards. He had 3 touchdowns as well. This time they're going to run it. And nothing on that one. Gun on the carry. Nothing on the plate. 2nd and 10 for Southern. Nothing scored. Jackson leading Southern with the football. 2 quarters of the play. 2nd and 10 from their own 30. Takes it across the middle. Nice catch.
Yep, nice catch. Yeah.
That time on the catch for Southern was Chandler Whitfield, wide receiver 5'10", 170.
3rd and 2 yards to go. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Picked up 8 on the play. Southern. McClendon has his back on his right side. 2 receivers in that direction. Wide, 1 left side. McClendon lost the count. Not going to roll down in 2 minutes here. He's going to step up. Now he's going to shift him back to the left side. Apparently he's changed the play. 3rd and 2. He keeps it, options it off to the left side.
Put it down.
And more. 50-yard line. Down
Put this there.
45-yard line. Nice run that time.
Yeah, nice one. Get the quarterback option then.
Yeah. The gun on the carry. Get running back for Southern. Carl Lagun has kicked the football 119 times this season for 541 yards, averaging 5.4 yards carry. He has 5 touchdowns. 1st and 10, going down the right side, and incomplete pass. A lot of bumping that time, John.
Yeah, it was a lot of bumping around that time.
But apparently that pass might have been ruled uncatchable because the wide receiver was certainly touched downfield before that ball got there.
Right.
Running with him was the safety. Cameron Chilman Craig was running with him. Didn't get too much conversation from the Southern coach or fans on that.
No, it didn't.
The second down. second down and 10.
Second and 10.
For Southern from Jackson 45-yard line. But then they're going to keep it. First down, 30-yard line, and skip goes out of bounds at Jackson 25-yard line. So Southern's getting Jackson. They need every bit of that. Every bit of that. Want to keep Jackson on the football field, move the football. Now they're down to Jackson 25-yard line. And there's a count on the field charge to Jackson State.
Southern had success going around the left end, huh? Look like they found something going on that left side.
Second yard goal for Southern. Jackson leading 26-0, 44 seconds to play in the first. Motion from right to left by the Southern Jag. That's Rance. McClendon, pressure tackle at the 5, no 10. Inside the 10, down at the 8-yard line. Nice run by Clinton McDaniels. McDaniels put him down. At least that's out at the 11-yard line. So Southern doing what's very necessary here to try to get back in the ballgame down by a score of 26-0. I'm not sure they're going to play. They got 13 seconds to run a play. Will they do it? And there's a timeout charge to Southern. Southern with this timeout. With 1 second to go in the first quarter. 26-0, so Jackson State leading. Recapping the scores for you. Jackson State scored first on a field goal on their first possession. And Wilkerson, the running back, ran one on in at the 8:25 mark from 1 yard out. Brooks with a 14-yard touchdown catch. Brooks again with a touchdown catch. That's where we are right now. 1 kick left to go in the first. McDaniel keeps it, rolls left, gets to the 8, broke down. It's going to be second and about 8 yards to go. First quarter, though, should be over here. First quarter should be over, and it is. And there's change in the field here. We step aside, we'll come back. Jackson State leading 3-1, 26-0. And welcome back. Southern with the football. They have it. Second down and 8 yards to go from Jackson 9-yard line. McDaniel keeps it, drives it down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line before he's dragged down from behind. That time on the tackle was Aubrey Miller Jr., the 6'2", 225-pound grassroots linebacker. McDaniel got down to the 4-yard line. And it's third down and goal to go for Southern. From the 4. A two receiver step, 2 right, 1 left. McDaniel keeps it right to the end zone for the score, so Southern is on the board here. McDaniels with the 4-yard run. 14 minutes, 17 seconds to play. Second quarter. Southern's on the board, so they open the second quarter up as they should. They're going to look for a 1. They go for the PAT. They'll be kicking it from the hold of Robin Beauplain. He's also a corner. Ball back down. Kicks up. It's good. So Southern is on the board. Very much needed, though. Southern. So the score is Jackson State 26, Southern 7. You step aside and you come back. Jackson State will come on. They'll be receiving ball. They're coming on right now. They won't have an extended time out here. Getting back to receive for Jackson State looks like Reginald Swinton. Swinton is standing back inside the 15, but also standing back for Jackson to return this kick is Kevin Coleman Jr. He's standing back at the 1-yard line. Jackson and also nice crowd on hand here. Not a sell-off, but it's an excellent crowd on hand. Here comes the approach. Here comes the left foot kick. It's up. He is to the left. Taking the 5-yard line in the belly. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Kevin Coleman Jr. brings the football out. Just after the 30-yard line. There's a flag on the play, though, at about the 35-yard line. They're going to bring it back, throw it down again at the 24-yard line. So we'll see this is holding against Jackson State. First down for Jackson State, but they're going to bring it back. Yeah. So Southern did exactly what they needed to do. Might have needed to have done it a little bit earlier, but however, right, they did put the football down, and they got good field position from the start. Right, near the 50-yard line. Yeah, 50 yards to go before they got a score. They did that. So right now the score is 14-9 to play. And the second, Jackson State lead it 26-7. Jackson State first and 10 from their own 15. Motion from left to right. And he comes back near side. He gets the football up to the 25-yard line. That time Willie Game was going in motion. They got to the other side of Shadua, then turned and came back. Shadua pitched the ball in his stump. They came back to the near side. And he picked another first down for Jackson State out to the 25-yard line. The ball is on the right hash. Sanders, Wilkinson on his right. Tight formation this time along the line of scrimmage. Forced the count. Does not drop. Goes to the middle. Has Gaines. Gaines makes the catch. Gaines to pick up about 7 yards on that play across the 32, about the 32, maybe a 33-yard line. There. And Jackson State right back to the line of scrimmage. 3-4 receivers there. 2 split wide left. 2 right. Motion by the tight end from right to left. You line up. About the tackle. There's a snap back. Back comes out. Goes downfield, and it is hit off, I believe. Yeah, catch that, Josh?
Yeah, he caught it.
There's a flag on the play. We'll see what that's going to be about.
Right.
I said, another nice catch, though. Now the defensive back, Kristen Davis. Davis jumped up, hit that ball, brought it down, and his opponent caught that ball as Larry's backside. It
won't count. Outside,
yeah.
First down.
Jackson State with the football, first and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
On the right hash. Two receivers on either side. Sanders takes the snap, back battle. Coxon fires down the right side.
Wow.
Complete. Trying to go around and find Kevin Coleman.
Right.
Hit him a little bit too much, Josh. That time I had the wind behind him.
Right.
Pushed the ball out a little too far.
Just a little too far.
That's going to make it a second down.
Right. Second and 10.
Ball is at the 37-yard line of Jackson State right hash.
Yep.
A two receiver set, two left, one right. Handed off to Rickerson. He moves up to about the 38-yard line before he's hauled down from behind, caught around the shoulders, and pulled down on the play.
Picked up 2 yards.
They're getting for a Southern action. Like Harris is the tackle. Third down and 8 for Jackson State from their own 39-yard line. Leading in the ball game by score 26-7, 12:39 to play, and second quarter. Sanders takes the snap, has a pocket. Goes across the middle. Catches Nate at 135, 40, 35, 30, 25. Go down to the 25-yard line, and Rico Powers, the 6'2" wide receiver, 180 redshirt sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, on the catch.
And how on that play, Shador Sanders had 3 receivers wide open. He just said, which one of these guys should I throw it to?
Here's a handoff. Move the football down inside to the 15-yard line. Wilson again on the carry for Jackson State. Wilson has the 1,000-yard carrier this season.
Yeah, down to the 14-yard line.
He runs really hard too, Josh.
Yes, he does.
First and 10 from the 25. Jackson leading Southern from Southern 25-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 left. They're looking backwards into the huddle to get the signals. And one is going to see put Wilkerson on the right side of Sanders. Sanders left foot in front of him. They're going to put Wilkerson on the left side of him. Takes the snap back, looking, throws it to the end zone. And touchdown. State. That time on the catch was Kevin Coleman Jr. to make the nice grab. Two going in. Coleman with a 25-yard catch.
I know they're not going for 2 again, are they?
Josh, you know they are. So the question will be, they went for it twice, they got both of them.
Right.
Why not? Second quarter action. Jackson State 32, Southern 7. And they're going for the 2-point conversion. Brooks spit wide right. He's a solo receiver on the short side. Sanders coming to the near side. Maybe there's a timeout or something?
It must be to call timeout. Got to be.
He's taking his time. What? No. 20.
Yeah, he's talking to the offensive coordinator.
Just took his time, came over here.
Right.
Put both hands on his hip and
they get ready to call timeout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they have plenty of time enough to call the play when to get back out there, but they just did. 32, Jackson State, 7, Southern. Okay, they're going to review that play, Josh.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah, on that Coleman catch.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you what, they had an official right there. We kind of covered for him, and I'm looking down to see the catch. I know he was in the bottom part of the end zone in the near corner. And in college, you only have to get 1 foot in.
Right. Oh, he's in. There's no question. It's touchdown. Ain't no question about that.
I just said that we don't need to have a replay yet.
Nah, they can go for the extra point.
So I was saying the replay official, Mr. Hubert Owens, I think Mr. Owens is from JSU City made it. Replay coordinator is Don Gentry. Josh said we don't need to hear from them. Josh will score. Now let's go. The referees today, officials today, referee is Mr. Preston Clipper, umpire Anthony Gibson, head lineman Jamie Ramirez, line judge Monique Washington, field judge Chad Pinchback, side judge Christopher Brown, back judge Derek Spears, center judge Bobby Wright, and the replay official again is Hubert Owen, and replay communicator is Don Gentry. And they replay them and see they feel we're looking for the one with the hit, you know. He's looking back out now. Yeah, he finished out. Touchdown. Further review, touchdown. Yep. So the 32 is still on the board for Jackson State. Now they're going to go for the 2-point conversion.
No, they're going for the one this time.
There you go. Change the matter about that.
Yeah.
Marta on the kick.
Yeah.
Marta kicking from the hole of Lane McGregor. Line is set there. Ball snaps back, a little high, place down, kick is up. Going to split the uprights, and there's a 33-7 score with Southern leading, Jackson leading Southern in the ball game with 11:25 left to play in the first half. And welcome back. King back and Carter back to receive for Southern. Taking the kick out from Jackson State in the 35 from left to right. High kick. Received back at the 5. Comes from right to left after taking to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Good run back that time by Reginald King.
Yeah, that was a good run back there.
To the 31-yard line.
Southern. Come on. Southern across the field. We're broadcasting the first box side in the bleachers. Give me a job, Josh. What, 5 to 7 degrees for being here, Josh, you think?
Yes.
Southern, first down and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Go from the right to left, make it back here for the quarterback, and there is a flag on the play.
Delay of game.
And some say, why would you get a delay of game on the very first play, on the first game? 5-yard mark off. That's going to change a little bit. Perhaps from a play call perspective, maybe.
Yeah.
First down and 15 yards to go. Ball is back at the 24-yard line. Ball is going to be snapped back, loose ball to football field, and then going to dive back on it right about 10 yards deep, back at the 14, 15-yard line.
One thing about it, how Southern going the wrong way.
Dang, have to scramble to get back to cover that one. Second down. And it looks like about, 25 yards to go.
25 yards to go. Wow.
Back to 16. Hands it off. Up to the 20. Slam down on his back. That time, Brown on the hit. Slam down. Third down, possession play for Southern. Third down and 21 yards to a pick of 4 yards on the play by Southern. Let's put the football down at the 20-yard line, left hash. And Daniels take the snap, goes to the right, hands it off real quick to the to his running back.
Wow.
To Noah Field, though.
No, he lost 2 yards.
Josh.
Yeah.
They're going to hand that football to the back and kick on to the sideline.
Yeah. He know what time it was.
So Southern with football now, 4th down. 22 yards to go because there's a loss of yards on the plate.
Yeah.
4th down, 22 yards to go. There's the 19-yard line. Southern, so Southern going to come on and pump this football away. Jackson should good position out of this one. That game back out of the league. That's Gooley Gaines standing back. He's going to run under this one called the back catch at the 40. Takes it to the 40-yard line. Back catch call, but he was bumped into. He wanted something on that.
Right.
Did not get it, so
no, he won't get nothing on that.
Jackson State with the football. 1st down and 10, operating from their own 40-yard line. If you're around Greenwood, the Greenwood CDB is soliciting bids for infield work on one high school baseball field that includes all dirt work, infield fertilizer, sprinkler system. Please contact them along at 901-237-6442 or email clong@aercap.com for any inquiries or quotes. The deadline bid is December 3rd, 2022. That's the day. Get your email in. Get in on that. Josh, 33-7 score. Southern did, but on the possession before this one, they did run some time and got some score. Jackson came right back and got their score. 33-7 now. In the first ball game, it was Jackson State 35, Southern nothing, and it was what the ball game right now. Jackson State 33, Southern nothing. Now, Jackson also talked about it in the ball game with the mindset of Jackson State with a lot of folks around the country, certainly here in Jackson, saying that this is a farewell game for Jackson, for Deion Sanders, for certainly through the first quarter, and so it has not been a distraction for the players.
Not at all. They totally in on winning this game.
And we go to some words that Coach Deion Sanders always said. He says he was determined. So far, that's the case with a lot of football left because we've seen some good shades from Southern as well. So to see what can they do to get back in the football game.
One thing they need to do is they need to stop Jackson State on this particular down, on this particular series. If not, this thing will get ugly.
Yeah. Sanders is getting against the time we need. I'm talking about a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of time.
And you listen to the SWAC Championship on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. They have 3-minute timeouts. We're in one of those right now. Nice crowd on hand. Not a sellout, but a lot of folks here.
No, it ain't no sellout.
Last time it was rain, this time it's freshman rain. The day is not over yet.
Right.
A helicopter fly across. Lights are over here. Yeah. At Veteran Memorial Stadium. The coaching staff for Southern, Coach Eric Doolin, Coach Terrence Graves, Coach Henry Miller, Coach Jonathan Williams, Damon Nebbs, Drew Fusilia, Devin Fossman, Robert Bailey Jr., Sean Wallace, DeMarcus Miller, Landon Clark, Coach Graves, the assistant head coach. Coach Graves also had stops at Grambling, also at Mississippi Valley State. Under Coach Morgan, here's first down and 10 for Jackson from their own 40. Sanders has time, wants to cock and fire. Reloads, fires it downfield, throws it downfield. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and the reason why it was in receipt, the defensive player was holding him. Yeah, that's the only reason why.
Rico Powell's intended target. Sanders wanted to unload it the first time, then brought it back and then cocked and fired again. And just even with the pass interference, as they just called, Powell still had a chance to bring that one in.
Yeah, still has a chance. Yeah, still has a chance to get it.
They move the football. the Southern 45-yard line.
Yes.
First and 10 for Jackson from Southern's 45. 9:13 to play in quarter two. Two receivers left and one right. Sanders between two backs. He'll put it back in motion from left to right. Back to pass. Throws outside. Catch made to the 45. And he brought down after a couple of yards on the play.
There is a mark. Got phase man on Jackson State.
First and foul, face man. Jackson State with that one. Travis Hunter, he's also listed as a quarterback on the team, known for that. Next time he went in motion, got the ball and got out there, made a short catch, put that arm out there, and got that face mask, and that's going to bring Jackson State back. And took the football down somewhere around Jackson's 45-yard line. Matter of fact, going to sit it down deeper than that, going to put it at Jackson's 41-yard line.
Yep, 41-yard line.
First down, 25 yards to go for Jackson from their own 41. Left hash. Wilkerson is on the left side. Shadua Sanders. Now he's going to get directly behind him. One receiver short side, that's Coleman. Three receivers wide side right. Next for Wilkerson. Finds and Wilkerson 45. Met stop at the 47-yard line. Another Jag got there and hit him.
Yep.
Lane got there. Hit him. Positive yards pick up on the play. They're bringing up a second down and 17 yards. So picked up 8. Second and 17 for Jackson from their own 48-yard line. Ball is right between the hash mark. Action flows from the left to right. 33, Jackson State, 7-7. A full receiver set for the Jags. Motion from left to right. Goes out. Caught outside on the right side. That catch is made by Dallas Daniels. Or a short catch on that one.
Yeah.
Third down. And about 13 yards to go for Jackson State from Southern's 48-yard line. 13 from the 48 of Southern, right hash. There are stack receivers left, split receivers on the right side. Wilkerson on the left side of Shadua Sanders with the red shoes on today, Sanders. Motion from left to right unheard. Back to pass looking. Has time across the middle. Incomplete. And Josh Rico Powers, he thought he had that one, tried to turn this right time. Ball hit him and bounced away.
He's looking to run before he catches.
Yeah. And somebody's a little shaken up. I'm not sure he was hit.
No, he wasn't hit.
He was a little dejected because he dropped that down.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. He's dejected. Yeah.
It wasn't enough for the first down. He could have perhaps ran for more. However, Jackson will come on. Josh Pump for the first time today?
First time today.
So the return man is back at the 10. Ball back. Shoots up off the right foot. Combos in over in. Going to hit down and roll out of bounds at about the 10. Yep. Broadcasting live here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The voice of students, athletics, and a lot more. 33-7 score. Owner, Dr. Michael Prince. In Credit View, Texas. They have a camera on the field. Also, if you're in the Greenwood area, Greenwood Housing Authority, the public housing program change in application intake schedule. The Greenwood Housing Authority will be accepting applications for housing assistance in its public housing program during the month of December 2022 on the following dates: 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. each day. These are dates: Monday, December 19th, Tuesday, December 20th, Wednesday, December 21st. Again, that's December 19th, 20, 21. Any person who wishes to apply must do so at the Greenwood Housing Authority administrative office located at 111 East Washington Street. Bring the following information with you for all persons to be listed on your application: Social Security card, birth certificate, identification card, and proof of income received in your household, if any. If you have questions, please call 2-453-4832 and speak to Ms. Shalonda Pratt at extension 104, or Ms. Tabitha Jackson at extension 103, respectively. Greg DePlipping, Executive Director. Broadcasting live from Veteran Memorial Stadium. And we gave the coaching staff of Southern, the coaching staff of Jackson State. Coach Prime, as they call him.
Yep, that's him.
Coach Dennis Thurman, Coach Greg Bartolone, offensive coordinator, Coach Thurman, the defensive coordinator, Alan Ricard, Tim Brewster, Gary Herrera, Andre Hart, Mike Mickelson, Kevin Matthews, T.C. Taylor, Jeff Wicks, Michael Pollock, and Otis Rittler. Handling coaching duties for Jackson State. Jackson State 11-0 on the season, 8-0 in slack play. Southern 7-4 on the season, 5-3 in slack play. And last week, Southern did exactly what they needed to get the football game. It was in the air for a while between Southern and Prairie View, and even Texas Southern was in the mix, but Southern was able to get here, and they wanted to get here there. Yes, they did. They wanted to rematch. Jackson State on defense in blue. Southern with the football. First and 10. Keeps it. Quarterback keep it up to about the 14-yard line. He picked about 3 yards on the play. Second and 7. Second down, 7 yards to go. From about the 14. Here's a handoff. He'll get to about the 15. Ryan, I believe. He's wrestled down on the play. Jackson State, a lot of blue jerseys around that one. The last one to get up off the ground, who's always around all the tackles, is now Gatter, the linebacker, 6'4", 230, redshirt sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee. Father Ryan High School. And a third down and 5 for Southern from their own 15-yard line. Possession play for the Jaguars. 33-7 score. Jackson State leading. 6:13 to play, and the second quarter here at Veteran Memorial Stadium. SWAC Championship ball game on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Back to pass, stands in, throws across the river, catch is made, and it's enough to press down, I do believe. Yes, it is.
This pass completion to the 21-yard line.
That time on the catch, I think there was victory on the catch. Got the ball up to the 21-yard line. They needed that to keep the drive alive. First and 10 for Southern from their own 21-yard line. They'll send 2 receivers wide right. They'll also get a sub off, into the broad game. Southern will send 2 receivers wide right, none left. Ball on left, action motion left to the right to left. Here's a handoff. Nothing there. That time. Nothing to the 20. Failed to about the 21. No gains on that play. Running hard, waves from the hit. No gain. Second and 10 from the 21 for Southern. Back to pass on a low snap. Rolls to the right. Looking to throw. Looking. He's going to be caught, knocked down. About the 23-yard line. McDaniels tried to get the outside. Had a lot of daylight out there, but got caught from behind. Brought down. Third down. Possession clear again for Southern. Third down and 8 for the Jacks from their own 23-yard line. 4:46 to play and the first. Jackson State leading 33-7. Ball on the right hash. McDaniels back on his right side. A 4 receivers there. Take the snap. Back to follow about 4 steps. Looking, stands in. This one down the right side. And it is. Did he catch that? He caught that downfield. Yes, he did. At about the 44-yard line. Nice catch that time for Southern's receiver. It doesn't look like Ed McGee, I believe, on the catch. Watch their run, boys. Southern fans are waiting on the big play. First and 10. Back to pass. Across the middle, incomplete. First and 10 from the 45-yard line of Southern. And he had his man open right there in the middle.
Yes, he did.
Just had him wide open. Yeah, Josh just didn't bring Devin in.
Right.
Their champion intended target was Tyler Kirkwood. Second and 10 for Southern from Jackson 45-yard line. 4:13 to play and the hand. 33 Jackson, 7 Southern. McDaniel takes the snap, backs the pass, stands in, throws it down the left side of the field. It is incomplete this time, I believe, at the 15-yard line. He fought and probably, but he could not bring it in. It's Tyler Kirkwood. Had a couple of Jackson State Tigers back defending. Right. He just couldn't hold it in the hand. Hit him in the hand.
Yeah, he hit him dead in the hand. He just couldn't hold it in.
Third down, maybe possession play here for Southern. They might go for it.
Yeah, they may go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, 2-down territory. But they're at Jackson territory at the 45-yard line. On a 3rd and 10. Right hash this time. Southern flowing from right to left. There's a flag on the play.
It's against Southern. 5-yard penalty. Illegal proceeding.
You don't need that.
No.
And Jackson's going to bring that go-getter defense in, I believe, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of guys coming to that ball game.
Yeah.
They're going to rush McDaniel. Southern will keep their 4 receivers set. We'll go back 3rd down and 15.
Now they better hear up.
Yeah.
Don't get too loud. Oh, it's called time out.
To avoid the penalty.
Yeah.
4 minutes, 6 seconds to play. In the first short timeout on the field, you're listening to the SWAC Championship on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We have 4 to play. Jackson State leading 33-7 in this football game. Short timeout on this one, just a 30-second timeout. McDaniels in the shotgun, stoops to make the catch, rolls to the left to throw, one to throw, last come out, he rolls back to his right, being chased by the Tigers, has an opening field, throws it downfield, catch is made at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, but they're coming back, though. They got all kind of holding.
Ed McGee to make the catch downfield there.
Yep.
At the 48-yard line.
Danny ran about 30 yards there.
Yes, he did.
Right there, flag back to the 40-yard line.
He went from the left, then back to the right.
Yeah. Had a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, he did.
The scoreboard is showing pressure, too, right now. 33 for Jackson, 7 for Southern with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play.
Right.
Well, 2 fouls on the play. Both on the offense. So, walking it back. Number 72. That's number 55. Number 70. That penalty will be accepted. 10-yard penalty for the previous 3rd down.
And 2 holding penalties on Southern. Turning it back in time for the quarterback, Shannon McDaniels, 6'2", 200-pound grad student from Dothan, Alabama, was on the run that time. The team is trying to hold to try to keep the Tigers off of him. And this is 3rd down and 25.
Yep.
So Southern, the ball is back at Southern's 40-yard line on the right hash. McDaniels will send out 4 receivers back on his right side. Sparks account, take the snap, belly high, looking, bouncing across the middle. Incomplete pass. And I tell you what, that ball hit him. The only reason that pass was not caught, Isaiah Ford, that cornerback, 6'2", 205, Josh, came in and hit him real hard.
Right.
He couldn't hold that football.
No, he couldn't.
I mean, right there, nice pass to him.
He put that one dead on his hand.
Yeah. Now, Southern will come on and pump this football away. Jackson standing back inside the 25. Kickers up against the wind. To the left, Gaines makes the catch. Didn't call a fair catch. Runs over there, jump catch that one in his belly at about the 23-yard line. And that's what Jackson City started this drive, leading Southern by a score of 33-7. 3:20 to play in the first half here. Track championship ball game. So far it's been all Jackson State. .320 to play, 33 Jackson, 7 Southern. Jackson with the football, first and 10 from their own 23-yard line, left hash. Going from our left to our right. Then the rolls right to throw. Reverses, rolls back to the left to throw. Pass and run room, 20, 25, 30, slides down at the first down marker. Matter of fact, above the first down marker. At about the 35-yard line. Nice run that time by Sanders. Go to his right. All the old judges came right and left side of the field open. He ran enough for the first down.
Yes, he did.
Got up to the 33-yard line. Hands off to Wickerson. Cut back to the left. Nice forward. Field battling it down across the 40, up to about the 42-yard line. Nice run by Wickerson.
Willie Miles on the stop for Southern.
Miles got there, brought him down finally. He picked up 9 yards on the play, up to the 43-yard line of Jackson. 2nd and 1. So this time the steps up all the shiny helmets will look to the right side of the play. He'll get it to the offense now. He'll put Wilkerson on the left side. So you see the short side left. 2 right side right. Wilkerson gets it, stretched out, 45-yard line. Bumped out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And that's really enough for the first and 10 for Jackson State. Southern get him up there to get him was Glenn Brown, the quarterback. Knocked him out of bounds, but not before he was able to collect that first down for Jackson State. The Jackson 45-yard line right has 2:01 to play and the first half. 33 Jackson, 7 Southern. Sanders, 2 receivers right. Get close to line of scrimmage. Looking. Bullet pass right side across the 50-yard line. The catch is made at about 47-yard line. And that time making the catch for Jackson State was Sean Hooks. Dave's going to stop for 7.
One thing about it, Sanders is on his game tonight.
He's going to start. You're right about that.
Yeah.
4 receivers set. 2nd and 2. Continue on, Johnson.
He is putting the ball right in the bread bag. And that's what you want your quarterback to do.
Back on left side, after strong, back to pass, throws it across the middle on the slant covering inside. That time he tried to come across, and his wide receiver, Rico Powers, Southern was able to break that one up. That's making it 3rd down and 2 for Southern, for Jackson from Southern's 48-yard line, they call it.
Yeah.
Right hand. Powers and 2 other receivers will group up on the left side, wide side of the field. And they have 1 on the right side of the formation for Jackson State. And that's Shane Hooks. Sanders, back to pass, stands in across the middle. Catch is made at the first down mark at the 42-yard line. Next time coming out of the power was Rico Powers out of the bunch to make the reception for the first 10. 1 minute, 29 seconds to play in the first half. 33, Jackson, 7 Southern. Sanders back to pass, gets the block, rolls. Wow. Tackle, looking downfield, looking, boy, has all kind of time. He's going to run it, he said. He's going to run it up, catch out of bounds, and after picking it up, maybe the first down. They get 8 yards on the catch. Sanders is not slow by no means, Josh.
No, he's not.
Picked up 7 on that play.
Picked up 7 yards on that play. Ball on 36-yard line.
2nd and 4. Tigers.
2nd down. And 4 yards to go. From that 36-yard line of Southern for Jackson. Minute and 11 to play. Ball is snapped back to the first side. And that ball is incomplete. Check down on that one. Try to spot down to get that one. Big Powers. Ball field incomplete. That one was a little low point.
Yes, it was. It was a little low.
3rd down and 4 for Jackson State from the Southern's 36-yard line. Jackson will bring 3 receivers wide right here. No, they're going to bring Brooks. The Powers out of the ball game. That'll be a 4 receiver set. 2 on the other side. Motion moving left to right by Jackson wide receiver. Jackson pass. Back battles. Stands in. Going down the right side. It is incomplete. The intended target that time for Jackson State was Wiggins. No.
This pass from center incomplete.
That looks like Daniels.
Brown with the pass breakup for Southern.
That was Daniels. That is Daniels. That's an intended target. It's a 4th down.
Yep, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
With 53.6 seconds to play in the first half here.
Ball on 36-yard line. 4 yards to go for a 1st down.
Motion again. Jackson pass stands in across the middle. And it's incomplete. So Southern hole. Good play that time by Southern. This time that was Jordan Carter in the great setup.
Yes, indeed. Outstanding play. With 48.6 seconds to go left in the first half.
And Southern get an opportunity. Jackson leading 33-7, 48.6 to play. Southern going to try to, I'm sure, get something in the Indian zone to try to get some points on board. They have 7.
Right.
Well, it's Jackson with 33. 4 receiver set for Daniels. Take the snap, back to pass, stands in, throws it, and so hit the receiver hands, hit the ground, incomplete pass. Yeah. Over on the left side of the formation. And then the target was Ed McGee, I do believe. So right back to Atlanta comes with a 5 receiver set. And Daniel takes it, hits the middle, can't go there. Now he gets back to the outside again, and Paul, how was he hit? Inbound. Can I sit down? I do think so. Yeah, a little short of the first down, picked him about 8 yards on the play. Maybe he'd have it down up to the 44-yard line of Southern with 36.7 seconds to play. Matt Daniels. Going to send out 2 receivers now. He takes the snap. He runs it up. Again, bounces to the outside. Running down the numbers. Runs down to about the 42-yard line of Jackson State.
Jackson State 41-yard line.
Clock is going to stop at 29.2. First down. Clock to stop right there. Southern back to the line of scrimmage with a 4 receiver set. Back to pass. Low snap. Jackson fires the right side. Catch made the 20. Nice down about the 10. And brought out at the 5-yard line. Nice catch that time by Southern. More Southern with 48 seconds to go. To start with, now they're down to 16 seconds, and the first down and goal to go from the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
Nice catch on McGee. I do think it was. He takes it. McDaniel keeps it. Fights inside. Hit. Pass coming out. This brought down at about the 3-yard line.
Here's a flag
on the play with 5.8 to play. Well, this is big here.
Yes, it is.
On either side.
Oh, wow.
Holding offense. You say, wow, that ran the ball right in the middle there. But there's some holding. That's going to bring that football back 10 yards.
Yeah.
Going to set it down at 18. They call it a 17-yard line. With 5.8 of play, maybe 2 left here for Southern trying to get some points on the board. Trailing Jackson State by a score of 33-7.
I thought so they were going to kick the field goal.
And Jackson might. Yeah. Field goal, John. Going to field goal.
I mean, you got 5 seconds left. You fool around and now they're wrong. You may not get nothing.
Possibly the last play, you think?
Yeah. I mean, you got to throw a quick pass. He had no time to do no messing around.
33, Jackson State, 7, Southern. Time out on the football field. Yeah, Veteran Memorial Stadium. You're listening to the SWAC Championship between Jackson State and Southern on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Tight formation along the line of scrimmage. They go for the
they go for the field. I told you, it was 5 seconds. You got all that time to play around.
34-yard field goal attempt. Steps back, steps to the left, taps his left toe. Does the kick a ball snap back?
Outside.
You never seen it was blocked down. Flag.
What count though? Jackson State outside. Yeah. They got another try it.
Yeah. Not going to run out, but so the defense,
they got an extra 5 yards to try it again. Now what's going on over there?
Commotion over on the far side. So once some flags come out as well. The ball was Jackson was offside. The ball was tipped, rocking, went down the left side, and ended up in front of the Southern bench. And look, commotion going on over there. We see one flag for sure, maybe 4. I see one downfield here.
Right.
At about the 16-yard line. I see one over the far side. I'm just going to pick that one up. It's at that 31-yard line, 30-yard line. That's the one downfield where
the one downfield is offside. The one backfield, I don't know what that is.
Here comes a call.
Uh-oh.
That was the first one.
Number 26.
That in the half then.
Number 0. That penalty will be enforced. Both penalties will be enforced. We do not have a foul for tickets. Second down. First down.
There's a pitcher here. A lot to say on that one, John.
Yeah.
That kind of sort out.
You said both penalties will be enforced.
Yeah.
That's the 5-yard one.
No time.
Now here comes the 15-yard one. Man, this is going to be a long field goal.
Yeah. That's 38-yard field goal this time. Yeah. 37-yard field goal for Southern. No correction. 40.
Yeah.
That's about a 44-yard field goal.
Right.
For Southern this time. Kicking from the right hash. I'm watching the football. 44 yards. And step back again and tap their left toe.
It looked like 7 getting ready to jump outside again.
No time again on the clock here.
No, it's not.
Now they're set and ready.
Right. Outside again. Jackson State.
The team with a green at the half here, it seems. Let's see what we got.
Outside, Jackson State.
Five-yard marker.
5-yard close.
39-yard field goal attempt coming up for Southern.
Yep.
Trying to get 2 points on the add to the 7.5. Cast the toe. Ball back, down. Kick is up. It's running good. And it's good. So Jackson State leading Southern to go to the half by a score of 33-10. This is that come back. This is the SWAC Championship on the Overnight Broadcast Network. And welcome back. The second half on the way. Jackson State 3rd down and 1. From Southern's 40-yard line. 2 receivers right for Jackson, 1 left. Southern Sunday might be offside here. Will be outside. Catch that, Josh?
No, I ain't see what happened then. I don't know, did Jackson State move?
Must have, because we're going to free play had it been on Southern.
Right, because it would have been free play on Southern.
Should have got back there. Just kind of stop.
Yeah.
He saw it as well.
That's what it's against Jackson State. Just like we thought, because if it was Southern, they wouldn't stop the play.
Right. Just in the 3rd quarter on the way, 33 Jackson, 10 Southern. Southern scored 3 to close the half. That you got to give some kind of momentum, Josh.
Yes, indeed.
Sanders takes the snap. He stands in. The ball's going to be
4th down.
Batted down, 4th down, so Southern coming out.
Yep.
On like they did in the first half.
Jackson State going to punt the ball.
Johnson standing back. The order for Jackson State. He's the punter for the Tigers. Southern standing back at the 10-yard line. Ball snap back. Has to jump to catch up and runs up. And had it blocked.
Got it blocked.
And going to go out of bounds. Had it back to 44-yard line of Jackson State. Came through. He had to jump to get it, boy. I said, with anything extra, Josh, we'll call you some time.
Right.
Get the jump, get that, brought it down, kicked it, had it blocked.
And then he didn't catch it clean when he caught it. He fumbled it. So all that extra time. Southern got some momentum.
Southern, first 10 from their 4-6. Jackson 4-6 throws across. Score called incomplete.
Wow. He threw a dangerous pass that time.
Kirkwood into the receiver.
Tried to hit Craigwood. Could not make the connection on that one.
No, he couldn't. That one went in no man's land.
2nd down. Daniel back to pass. Comes out of the huddle. He's going to run it. First one tackle. Still fighting down inside the 40, maybe down to the 30.
Well, he got away from 3 tackles then.
He did.
Yep. He quite elusive back there.
Yeah, Southern, as you said earlier, with some momentum on that side.
Yeah.
They're trying to use it. Put about 23 points to Jackson State. Third and 3 from the 39. McDaniels takes a snap. Back to pass. Across the middle. Grabs made at the 35, maybe the 34-yard line. Nice grab.
First and 10.
Whitfield that time on the catch for Jackson for Southern.
Yeah. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Four receiver set. Back to pass. Looking going deep on the left side.
Touchdown.
Southern. With the catch.
Yeah.
And the score.
How Southern got the momentum, how
Yeah.
It done changed this game.
If there's a tight end on there, maybe a 2-3 or the tight end. Yeah, Kevin, and right there, caught about the 4-yard line, went to the end zone for the score.
Yep.
Nice pass by the quarterback, Josh.
Nice pass. I mean, he hit him in stride.
He did. Line is set. Ball snap back. Kick is up. Good. It is good. Jackson State leading. 33. Southern 17. So Jackson, Southern rather, has scored the last 10 points, Josh.
The last 10 points, yes they have. If that momentum done changed.
It has. And Jackson has slowed a little bit on offense. They went forward on fourth now.
Right.
To get it Southern held, and Southern got that football with 48 seconds to play in the first half. Drove down. Got a field goal out of it.
Yep.
That's a lot of stuff. They're going to come back here, receive the football first. So important to get that done and drove down and support to get it momentum on their side. Went into the half with some good point, and they come back out, drove down the field. So apparently they're seeing something against Jackson State that they can do, and it worked on them.
Oh, yeah. They done found something that they like, huh?
I'm not in the action. And welcome back to the kickoff for Jackson State.
He boomed that one in the end zone.
Back into the end zone. The wind has shifted somewhere. Don't see a strong wind
right
behind the kicker, but went back to the end zone. So Jackson State will get this football for their first time in the second half. Early third quarter, 11 minutes, 49 seconds to play. 33-17, Jackson State. Broadcast the SWAC Championship on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Sanders for Jackson State, first and 10 from their own 25-yard line, right hash. Gains in motion from left to right. Gives it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson pulls across the 25 to about the 26-yard line before he got wrapped up the bullpen from behind. Picked up by 2 yards on the play. Trey Lane on the hit.
Yeah, Southern playing much aggressive now, huh?
Yeah, they are. And on the ground across the middle short catch, here's 2 games.
Yep.
At the 32-yard line. It's third down and about 5 to go for Jackson State from their own 31-yard line. Possession play here for Titan.
Yeah.
33-17, Jackson lead. Sanders with 2 receivers right and 1 left. Wilson, the 1,000-yard back on the left side. Southern's going to be playing for the run, too. Back to pass. Looking backside of the first middle whack. Open. And picked up about 7 yards on the play, but it's a big hit.
Yeah, it's first down.
Nice catch that time by Shane Wiggins. Keep the drive alive. It's a big hit, but it's enough to keep the drive alive.
Yep.
Another pass across on the far side. Near the out of bounds. Was big out of bounds after the catch. Here, Dallas Daniels. He picked up 6 yards on the play.
Right.
Second down, 4 yards to go for Jackson from their own 37-yard line. Left hash. 2 receivers right, gain and power of the receivers on the right side for Jackson State. Dallas and a tight end on the left side. Lucas on the right side of the quarterback. Here's motion from left to right by the receiver. Sanders jumps out at the 45-yard line to Dallas. Dallas breaks the tackle, slips up, and he should have enough of the first down. He does need to get to the 48. He got to the 49-yard line of Southern.
He got by 2 tackles then, 2 would-be tackles.
First and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll call it. Across the middle, catch is made.
Yeah, Jackson State hit Southern with the short pass and nothing.
Yeah, Powell across the middle and made that catch. We picked up 6 on the play, 3rd down and 4. Across the 44-yard line of Southern. Right hand. Pro receiver set for Shadur Sanders, the quarterback. Sanders back to pass, stands in, slow to drop, dumps it out in the flat. And there's a pickup on that play as well.
Another first down.
Yeah.
Yeah, these short passes working hard.
False far. Jackson State.
Yeah, the line didn't set.
First down at 15 for Jackson State from the Southern Jags 42-yard line. Here's the snap back. Wilson trying to find somewhere to go. He runs into a pile of Jaguars on that one. He might pick one yard on the play. And that would bring it to 2nd down at 14.
Yep.
Brought us down to the 41-yard line. Jackson State leading 33-17. 8:03 to play in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 14 from the 41. Sanders drops back to pass. Steps up, wants to throw. Now they outrun the chasing will be tackler, throws it down to the 32. Incomplete. Southern corner that time there to make sure to break that play up.
Yes, he did.
That was Christian Davis, the 6'2", 180-pound freshman from Baton Rouge. That time on the play to break it up.
Third down and long.
Third and 14 from the 41. Yeah, for Jackson. Leading Southern 33-17. 7:49 to play. Sanders back to pass across the middle. And the catch is made at the 25-yard line.
Wow. First down.
Rico Powers on that one. On a 3rd and 14.
Wow.
Sanders can throw this ball on a rope real hard, Josh.
Yes, he did. He picked up 15 yards that play.
14, got 15. Number 25 to play. First and 10 for Jackson from Southern's 26-yard line. Action and rolls from left to right. Jackson in blue, Southern in all gold. Jackson in all blue. Shadur Sanders wheels.
Wow.
The tackle looking, and got a flag downfield here now. Yep. It looks like Sanders had kind of given up on completing a pass.
Yeah, he did. He threw it away.
And there's a flag thrown, though. Headed thrown downfield. Yes.
Got holding on Southern.
Yeah.
I must call pass interference.
First and 10 for Jackson State from the 16-yard line of Southern. A 3-receiver set forward to the Sanders, 2 right and 1 left. Takes the snap, hands it off. Wilkerson up the middle. Wilkerson down to about the 13-yard line.
Wow.
Now, Josh, it seems that Jackson on this drive so far here, they're doing 2 things. Taking the clock down.
Yes, they are.
Downfield. Again into the red zone. Ball is spotted down. Looks like around the 12-yard line of Southern. Near the right hash, going from left to right. Sanders has back on his right side here, motion from left to right. And keeps it, jumps it out right side to Gaines. Gaines drives down to the 10 or 11-yard line. Jackson needs to get to about the 6-yard line, maybe the 7-yard line.
Yeah, for the first down.
Usually 4th down and 6 coming up.
Third down.
Third down and 6.
That's it over.
Yes, the down mark on the ground saying
third down. The clock saying both of them got third now.
Yeah. To third and about 4 or 5 is going to be a third down and 9 now.
Yeah.
Third down, 9 yards to go. Both of Jackson and Southern trying to get some new players on the football field. They got to that 14. Sanders will break. The same out of those two receivers right and two left for the Tigers of Jackson State in the shiny helmets. Shadur standing back at the 20-yard line. The ball is spotted at the 16-yard line. Back pass looking. Going to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
Wow.
Tiger went out leaning toward his right, raised his right hand up. Hit on the hand, but the ball feels incomplete. That time again, they were trying to go down and hit Coleman Jr. Couldn't get it done. Let's see here. Going to go for
field goal.
Field goal here. Trying to get 3 out of it anyway.
Yeah.
Clock rolls down to 5:35. 33-17 score. Jackson leading, trying to tack 3 onto that 33. The 33-yard field goal, kicking from their right hash, kicking from left to right. Line is set. Hold it so you're ready. Right hand out. Kick is up. And it's good. So Jackson State was able to put 3 points onto the 33, 36-17 is the score. Jackson State leading in the football game. We still have time to come back. Sack football. Broadcasting live on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Your new score, Tigers of Jackson State, 36. Southern University, 17.
And Brecker Mack getting to the kickoff. Jackson State be kicking off to the Southern. Jackson kicking from the left to the right. We have 5:26 to play in the third quarter here. Broadcasting the SWAC championship. Southern out of the west, Jackson out of the east. Southern standing back at the 5-yard line and the 9-yard line. Here's the kick. Going to go back to the end zone and through the painted end zone, back on the grass, near the fence.
Southern start on the 20-yard line. 25-yard line, I mean.
Yeah.
First and 10 on the 25. With 5 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Southern, Jack Daniels takes the snap, stands in, pump, fakes, steps up, runs forward, throws it right side, and it's all going to be out of bounds. So,
yes,
neither player had a chance to get that back. Depending on the play for Jackson State was Kaverick Wiggins Jr., the cornerback. Never been to be second down. For Southern. 2nd and 10 for the Jags. Low snap at the waist. And batter down. Yeah. Jackson State between came there, got a hand on that one, knocked that ball to the ground.
Yeah, he knocked that one down.
Just like that. It's a 30-10 for Southern from the 25-yard line. Daniels, before receiver set 3 wide left, 1 right, going to the single side receiver on the close side, and he makes a nice catch out at the 45-yard line, pull that ball in with both hands. Much meeting when just like that, the Jaguars in the Tigers territory.
Yes, he made an outstanding catch then.
Well, Tyler Cook would know what he's doing.
Yeah.
On that one. Long pass. That gang is going again on the right side. Down the pass mark, rather. So that was going to fall incomplete and didn't target on that one. So Tyler Cook would again. Yeah, ball field incomplete. Well, Southern is not giving up by no means, Josh.
Right.
They're trying to strike, and then he's striking in a hurry. I know he got, and third quarter with 4:43. I know he got there, but
they're trying to strike in a hurry.
They're down by 19 points. They got to make something happen.
Yeah.
Here's a second down and 10. That gang is back. Ball batted down. Batted chip. Ball incomplete.
Yeah, batted down again.
Jason Mercier chipped that one. Southern. Third down and 10. Operating from the Tigers of Jackson State 42-yard line right hash. Mac Daniels. Let's check it to the ball in that league. Just back step running. 40, 30. Touchdown. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Southern Jags.
Yep.
They right back in the game, huh? 200-pound grass shooter. Step back one step, Josh, and just turned it on. It was not a Tiger in sight to bring him down. Nope. 36-23 score with 4 minutes and 27 seconds to play here in the third quarter. And Southern, Josh, going to go for a 2-point conversion here.
No, they're going for one.
Oh, okay, thank you. Back, passing up, down, kick up, kick is good. And we have a 36-24 score.
Yep.
And you're going to step aside when you come back to the kickoff. Jackson State 36, Southern 24, 4:27 to play in the third quarter. Black championship on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Jackson, Mississippi. The site rather for the SWAC championship. Jackson State jumped out on Southern, but Southern is coming back in the football game.
Yes, they is. They coming back. The momentum has changed.
The kick is up. Bouncing around from downfield.
Wow.
Jackson going to find a bonus football around the 20-yard line. That's what they'll start this time in the football game. Now, Joshua, Southern has the attention of Jackson State. And sometimes you get a big lead, as Jackson did. Sometimes you lose focus.
Yeah, sometimes you relax.
Let's see.
And you'll think that the game is in hand when it's not.
And there's Jackson State pushing in game from the 20-yard line. There's a pitch coming across the middle to the game. He is snatched down from behind. That's going to be a horse collar, Josh.
Yeah, they're going to be a horse collar there. That's 15 yards there. Yeah.
This stuff snatched him down. That was an easy call right there.
Yeah, that's the easy one there.
Boy, that can hurt you right there.
Yeah.
So Jackson State will take this ball up to the 37-yard line, or their own 37-yard line.
Right.
First and 10 from that point for Twitter play. 36 Jackson, 24 Southern. Sanders takes the snap, stands right there in the same spot. Pitches across to the hash, across to the 35-40 before he's slung down on the play. That time Marshall was in on the grab for Jackson State. Yeah. Shaquille Marshall's running back as well, 5'10", 176 from New Orleans on the grab. Picked up 5 yards on the play, second down and 5 yards to go. Ball inside the left hash. Shadir Sanders takes the snap, hands it off immediately with his left hand to Marshall. Marshall will take it about 2 yards on the play. We'll get about 2 more minutes at the most. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Marshall with the carry. Here's your player
for Southern.
Line right there. Inside the hash on his stomach, like ball right there by his head. You're going to roll him over on his back.
Yeah, look like he took a wicked hit.
Needless to say, football is brutal.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a rough game.
Yeah, it's a tough game.
All the passes are necessary. And you're listening to the SWAC Championship on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Yeah.
Who's going to get up? We're going to hit them off. Josh, you know what, Josh?
Yeah.
I thought he was favoring one leg or another, but I don't think that's good. I think he's wounded, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he got laid out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody really laid the boom on him.
You'll hit him, get to the sideline.
Right.
Get the numbers. Powder rule the goal.
Number 3.
Okay, for something. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be Peter McQuaid. He puts it back. Jackson State, 3rd and 4 from the 42-yard line. To do it. Back battle. Going back quickly. Throw it down. James downfield. James with the catch. James touchdown at the 17-yard line.
Wow.
The next time you can see Shadir Sanders drop back deep, Josh.
Right.
Deep. That's kind of at the same time.
Right.
Down game downfield in Southern territory.
Yeah, we were wide open.
And about the 16-yard line. 15-10 from that point. Jackson leading 36-24. Southern. And try to put the pressure on Shadur this time.
Yep, that might have been his cover. Freedom went out the game.
Gotcha. 2 receivers left and 1 right. Marshall behind Shadur. Marshall's the handoff, dances forward, fouls on his side, gets down to about the 9-yard line. He puts the ball down on the play. Wilkerson first half, Josh. Marshall here in the second half.
Yeah.
carrying the 16 of Jackson State. 20, 36, 24, a minute, 53 play. Third quarter, Jackson leading. Sanders will set 2 receivers short side right, 2 wide side left. Again, Marshall, I believe, is now to his left side. Take the snap, Josh 3, throws it, fade pattern, end zone, touchdown, Jackson State. Rico Powers, the 6'2" wide receiver, 180-pound sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, that time made the catch.
Yes, he did.
But on that drive, Josh, big play by Game. That defensive cover went out.
Right.
They went right to that.
Soon as the defensive back went out, they exposed it.
Jackson State 42, Southern 24, minute 29 to play. In the third. Minute 29 here in a full fourth quarter. Wall plays about to be placed down for the field goal attempt. Better, he's kicking. He steps back, steps to his left, leans forward, 3 steps forward, kick us up, and it's good right, and it's good. So Jackson State leading 43 for Jackson, 24 for Southern. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter. We still have time to come back. The SWAC championship on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Yes.
Jackson State about to kick it off to Southern. Returning for Southern back at the 5 and 6. It's a kickoff. Kick is off. Into the end. With left. Pretty much this is going to hit down at the goal line and bounce back through almost in the same spot where it's going to hit the fence.
Yep.
A lot of folks the ball game, Josh.
Yes, it is. I mean,
I think a little bit more than last year, I think.
Probably about the same.
Okay. Don't have the official number.
No, we don't.
But I tell you one thing. It's very, very effective coming in, as you know, at any football game.
Right.
All the folks don't come inside to see the ball game, but they have it going on here today.
Yeah, it's
not just Jackson, but Southern as well.
Yeah. Both teams had it going on.
A lot of them this year. HBCU football is alive and well.
Yes, it is.
Southern, 13-10, coming on 25-yard line, and the player is starting out with a 5-yard penalty. Now you're on mark off. Yeah, they were 13-10, they first down at 15. And you listen to the SWAC championship on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Let's see, 15 ball back. Wow. So that's not good news.
No, it ain't.
Where? And it's a pitch. Pass. It's going to be caught. Going to pick up 4 yards on the play. Second down and 10. Second and 11, we'll call it.
Yeah, second and 11.
At a minute and 13 to play in the third quarter. Jackson 43. Southern 24. Quick pitch, right side. Catch made. Put the hit, though. He'll pick up 4 yards on the play short of the short of the first down. On the first side. So third down possession way here. The ball 33-yard line.
Yeah, with 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Mac Daniels back on his right side. He'll send out for receiver this time. He's back to pass, looking. He steps up, almost stays on his feet.
Won't get there.
Drives it to the far side, but not quite enough.
No.
to pick up the first down.
He's going to be about 3 yards short.
Daniels got it to his back out there. Receiver really got it out there. Not enough, so they're 4th down here. And
now the clock's going to run out. It's the end of the quarter.
You're 4th down in the 4. 2 yards to the Southern. The question for the Southern do yet, Josh?
Yeah, they're going to punt the ball. The quarter running out.
They're going to punt it, John?
Yeah. End of the quarter. That's why they stayed out there, because the quarter's going to run out.
And we'll step aside. We'll come back for the 4th and final quarter of play. Who's the crowned champion in 15 minutes of play? Right now, through 3 quarters, Jackson State 43, Southern 24. And John, Southern really came back in this football game.
Yes, it did. They really fought back in their game. The momentum changed, and looked like with Southern quarterback going out, the momentum changed back.
Yeah, and instead of changing the Southern going down,
right.
In the second quarter, they had 48 seconds to get something on the board, got down there, and able to get a clear goal through, and then get back and got the football to start the third quarter, and moved it down and scored on Jackson State.
Yes, it did.
And Jackson State, they had to come back and get a touchdown on the board to get that back. And that's where we are right now, getting set to go into the fourth quarter. 43, Jackson State, 24, Southern, they're 4th down here, and 2, they had this football at their own 33-yard line. And Johnson said they're going to punt this football away, no doubt about it. And welcome back. Get there for the fourth quarter here. Jackson State moving through 3, 43-24. Southern with the football, 13-10 from 4 and 2. I'm correcting. 4 down and 2 from their own 33-yard line. They're gonna go for it here.
Oh man,
33-yard line. Like they just guessed it, and
they won't get it.
He needed all other 35. Will not get it.
Jackson State found. I don't understand that play. That makes no sense. So you deep in your territory, and I mean, you giving Jackson State an easy score. Even if they don't move the ball, that's a field goal.
Great defense by Jackson State. Boy, they're ready for that.
Yeah, they're ready for that.
Matt Daniels had played some good runs. Matter of fact,
yeah, he made some good runs.
But that time, that one goes through. Here comes Jackson State. Shooter Sanders. 2 receivers left as they come from the line of scrimmage. 1 wide. Up at the top of the formation on the right side.
Let's say the clock to 14:31. With 14:31 left to go in the fourth quarter, the score is Jackson State 43, Southern 24.
Play clock is at 18, no issue there. Sanders shotgun, back left side, play action there. Stands in, heading attack today. Almost there. Through that football, to dump that off.
And he almost threw the interception on that one.
He did. They got some pressure on him that time.
Yeah, they had pressure on him then.
And get rid of that one. You're right, almost got picked off.
Yeah, that one almost got picked off.
Second down. And 10 for Jackson State from the Southern Jags at 34-yard line. Going from right to left. Sanders back on his right side again. Put the man in motion who loops behind the formation. Back to the pass. Jumps out to the right side. And he's going backwards. Trying to get away. He's in way back. He turns back up. Wow. He's going to lose some yards on the play.
Yeah, he lost a whole lot of yards
on that play. Came to the near side. Couldn't find anything. So the defense was there. Then he looped back around the other side. And then he decided to go up middle, but he had lost some big yards on the play. Third down.
Yeah.
For Jackson. Southern Jackson.
Well, Southern holding up well.
Yeah.
Don't seem like they're going to give up any point with losing this ball.
Get their third down and 17 for Jackson.
Yeah.
From their own 41-yard line. He just snapped back, waist high, taped it 15, bounced it around.
No, he got
all pressure. Fence up and lose the tackle, and he's going to do sack. Yep. Going to lose about 5 yards on that. They got 2 on that time.
Yeah, they got 2 on that time.
You get on that play, you got the amount of time
yeah.
that you normally get. He's so comfortable back there,
right,
and not being gotten most of the time. So that time they did get to him, brought him down. But that's the second time, Josh. They got him that time. They had some pressure on him a couple of times before.
Right, right.
And Jackson wants to put the ball away.
Yes, they will.
Ball snap back, kick it up. Not a very good kick that time. Go hit down and take somewhat of a Jackson State roll out of bounds. At the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
3:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jackson State leading 43-24. And the Southern Jags, the Western champs, will get the football. Boy, Jackson is started bugging off. They were in trouble early. But they composed themselves, got back just like they're the Western champions.
Yeah, that's why they the Western champions.
And had to win a ball game last week to get here against their biggest rivalry,
right,
against Grambling. With that, took care of that business.
And did it. And they took care of Grambling in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Contact Sarah Bell for your health care plan and services.
So that tells you right there that there's no quit, there's no giving up.
No, no quit in them. No.
Although this is still a big possession with them because of the time. I know you got most of the fourth quarter left, but
right.
And you started here on your
12 minutes and 42 seconds left.
Yeah. And some on your own 12-yard line, you got
right.
You got some work to do to get downfield, but now they can do that.
Oh yeah.
They have a pretty good balanced attack, and you're seeing today many times that where your stat is throughout the season is what you do, and they run the ball basically as well as they pass the football, and you're seeing that from their quarterback too.
Yeah,
throws it, runs it, and that fact got a touchdown running football. So that's part of their scheme.
Oh yeah, yes indeed.
And you're listening to the SWAC Championship. Southern University, Western Champ, taking on Jackson State, Eastern Champ. Jackson State comes and brought in the record of 7-0, 8-0 in SWAC play. Southern 7-4, 5-3 in SWAC play. Just let me ask you, you come into a game. You beat your team before, talking about Jackson beating Southern. 35-0 right here. You get them coming back, and then you're 8-0. What does that keep you from overlooking this team? Can we got it? Because they came out there. Southern said they wanted Jackson, but in their first half, it was more like Jackson wanted Southern.
Right. Right.
Why is that Jackson so focused on ball?
Well, the main reason is Jackson State know everything about Southern. They know their weakness. They know their strengths. So it's no secret that they know how to score on them. And then Southern, vice versa, they know Jackson State weakness and they know Jackson State strength too. So when you put it together, it's a team that prevail with their strength.
Southern first and 10 in from their own 12. That Daniel throws it downfield and a great catch at the 40-yard line.
What a catch.
But he that time really leaped behind the corner and they had to scoop that ball and pull that ball in to move that football way downfield up to their own 43-yard line, first and 10 for Southern. With 3 receivers already propped up and good on the left side and one over on the right side. There's Ed McGee, the 6'1", 190 junior. 4 receivers there. Now you're 5 receivers there. Take it back to you. Jack Daniels back to pass, stands, steps, doesn't run it. He's done it before. After 50, slides down. First down. I think in baseball, they might call that a pop slide. Bounce down, got right back up on the street.
See what Southern is doing now, they spreading Jackson State all over the floor. So It's a lot of room for the quarterback to run.
Pick up 9 yards on the play, second 91. He gets it again head first this time.
First down. Yeah.
Gets enough for the first down.
Oh, yeah.
He's giving his body up here.
Oh, yeah.
Going down the stretch. Brendan McDaniels, quarterback, 6'2", to the front, grad student. And it's how you're leaving it all on the line here for this team Southern. 11-16 to play. Jackson State leading 43-24. McDaniels blocks the count with the 4 receiver set. Jackson pass, stands and steps up. Throws it forward side, it's going to fall incomplete. And on the side of Southern and Southern fans, and that time Southern won a flag on the play.
Right.
No flag thrown anywhere here. And that will bring it a second down and 10 for Southern. Ball is spotted at the Jackson State 45-yard line. That pass action rolls from left to right. A 4 receiver set for the Jags. Dressed in gold. Shotgun snap to the belly. Takes it, dances around, runs up, trying to find somewhere to go.
Wow, he's down.
The 30. And brought down at the 29-yard line.
Right down.
McDaniels.
Well, McDaniels gives Jackson State pin, huh?
No doubt about it.
Man, he's so elusive in there. Jackson State can't find him.
They can't. And the first down for Southern from Jackson 25-yard line, 43 Jackson, 24 Southern. McDaniels 3 receivers left. Throws it out to McKee. Left side. He dances around. He dives out of bounds. He'll pick up about 2 yards on the dive, maybe 3.
Yep.
There's a back Ryan. There's Ryan out of backfield.
Mm-hmm. Picked up 2 yards.
A 2-yard pick up on the play. Second down and 8.
And Southern offensive line is really the one who's really doing a good job.
Absolutely.
They're keeping the quarterback clean.
Shotgun snap, back to back. On the pressure.
Uh-oh, yes, I say that. Next second.
Big hit.
Yeah, but for the most point, he's been clean ever to that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big loss there, though.
Big hit on the play that time.
Yeah.
From his backside and knocked him down. Was Reagan on the hit.
3rd and 15.
Those are Brown. Third down, 15 yards to go from Jackson, 33-yard line.
Southern called timeout.
Southern wants to talk
about this.
They need to, because this is a big play.
Yeah, it's a big play here.
On the third, and
they got to get. They need at least 10 yards.
Yeah. To make it
possible for the forward down.
Only in 2-down territory. No doubt about it, in 2-down territory, how big it goes right now, because that's like down to 9:21.
Yeah.
43 Jackson State.
Yeah, they can't afford to get the ball back to Jackson State right now.
And good ball game because of the possibility of Southern having a history of fighting and coming back.
Yeah,
you see they did it last week, so this thing's not over.
Oh no, not by a long shot.
Jackson jumped out and they came roaring back. Jackson put a couple touchdowns together to get their lead back out to 19, where it is now. 43 for Jackson State, 24 for Southern. And you're listening to the Flag Football Championship on the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Yep, what they're going to have to do is keep the quarterback clean, though. He can't take another sack.
We don't have any stats before, but he hasn't got to be the leading gain on the football field.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Now, Wilkerson had some good yards in the first half of Jackson State, but there's McDaniels.
But he done had some wide open field where ain't nobody there. Nobody but him in the end zone.
Yeah. Not a tough Jackson by Deion Sanders leading from goes from State.
Right.
Whatever it is bringing a lot of attention to the SWAC.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So just that is,
everybody is very interested in what he's going to do because he has done a lot for the SWAC and a whole lot for Jackson State.
One thing to research, and I'm sure Dr. Prince would do it, has there ever been a coach come and coach at HBCU and then move on to get a head coaching job at a Power 5 school.
I don't know if anyone ever done it before.
He had his first coaching job at 53.
Yeah.
College coaching job we're talking about.
Yeah.
I know some say you coach this, you coach that, but we ain't coaching college football. That's the difference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jackson State leading Southern here by a score of 43-24 with 9 minutes 21 seconds.
And you got to give Jackson State a lot of credit because they had him when nobody else had him. You know, they said we're gonna take a chance on you when others wouldn't.
I think about Coach Sean Woods, who coached Southern State in basketball.
Right.
And he coached there 4 years, won a track championship.
Yeah.
And then when he left, went to, I think, Morehead.
Yeah.
And he coached there. Now he's at Southern University.
Right.
An excellent coach.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
coaches like that play at Florida schools and come to SWAC and they get an opportunity. They never forget the opportunity they got.
Oh, no.
Wherever they go, they always give credit to the students that gave them the opportunity. Yeah. That was what they love.
That's one coach that did it. Coach Sean Wood. No. Not on this bigger stage, though.
Not Power 5 school.
Right.
In basketball.
Yeah, in basketball.
Southern with the football. Third down, 15 to the Jackson 33-yard line. Two receivers right and to left for that game. Make it back here. Nobody's back to block going.
Yeah, nobody.
Steps up, now steps back. Blocks the count. Get the snap. We're looking to
he in trouble, though. Yeah.
We caught this time.
Yeah, they ain't having no more of that.
Kind of catching on to that.
Yeah, they done. You can go to the well only so many times, and now he hurt.
Jeremiah Brown, the linebacker, 6'2", 220. The sophomore. The Gabriel Florida got back there hit him. And Josh, it was going to be a play where he has done what he's done before.
Right.
It was back, 3 steps forward, but Brown that time was there to see it.
But see, this time Jackson State didn't rush him. They waited on him, and so he easy to get there. See, they've been rushing up, and see he go by him. But see, they stayed in their lane and just waited on him to come to them.
Exactly.
And as soon as he came to them, they tackled him.
Right in ground.
Yeah. Left. So they changed their approach on him.
9 minutes, 3 seconds to play. Clock is stopped here at Barry Memorial Stadium. Broadcasting the SWAC championship on the open mic broadcast.
Wow, they going for it on forward then. Over 17. Wow.
They got to do it. On the 9 minutes play, back to pass looking. He's going to try to run again. He changes his mind. Rolls out, looking left. Coxon fires downfield, and it's picked off.
It is picked off. Probably would have been better if he knocked it down. And reason I'm saying that, they would have got the ball by the 45-yard line.
Yeah. But as a corner, that ball goes up, you want that football.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, and sometimes some do have the presence of mind to do just what you said because it was only 4th down. But they want to throw back in there.
I mean, they were in a different situation then.
Yeah.
In which all of it was bad.
Well, I'm noticing they're a long time out, so we'll talk about what's taking place here. On this timeout, we see Jackson State going to go out and get the football. During the sideline, because of timeout, well, their players are sprinting up and down the sideline.
Yeah, I know that, and they've been doing it all day.
Yeah. So, you know, today, you lose the same as you got to do that.
Yeah. Because it's cool.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to stiffen up. How the key thing now here will Southern get another opportunity.
Yeah. 8 minutes.
I'm saying, depending on what they do going down the field. What I'm saying, if they don't stop Jackson State, this is a wrap.
If they score.
Yeah, they score is a wrap. Now the pressure on Southern defense. Because Southern need the ball back immediately. Even if JSU don't score and run 5 minutes off, they're in trouble.
And we've seen Southern defense snap Jackson. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And so the ball game, they're getting more and more pressure on Sanders, and Sanders is the key. If he can stay upright, I won't say necessarily not roll, so if he can stay upright and limit his roll out, then that's good for the defense. But he can get out that mobility going, it makes it tough on the defense. Now, I do see it, though, Josh, a little premature celebration on behalf of Jackson State players.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're dancing with
they're dancing with some teammates. But you can believe not, the key one is focus, though. There's somebody that ain't going to play.
So they're getting loose right on the sideline with the dancing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Coach here now, we want to go down the store and put this thing like Steph Curry said, put this thing to bed.
Okay.
And when Curry said, I put you to bed.
43, Jackson State, 24-7. Been a very entertaining game, though, Josh.
Huh?
It's been a very entertaining game.
Very entertaining game. Jackson State the first half, Southern the second half.
It's championship football.
Championship football. That's what it is.
On the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Thank you all for listening. Jackson State the football. First and 10 from the almost 12-yard line. Sanders has his back on his left side, 2 receivers right, and 1 left. Not wide right or wide left. He'll step back with the red sleeve, takes it, hand it off. Right up the middle. Across the 20. He's running.
Wow.
Up to the 25, 26-yard line.
Now, that's something Southern won't be able to handle. I mean, they got to stop that. Because what they do, they run the clock.
Yeah. And those Wilkinson, that time on the carry.
Yeah.
Wilkinson 36, Marshall 38. This time receiver split wide and left, a little wider and a little wider right and left. Back to pass, should have just taken the hands off.
Oh, they run the ball now, huh?
Yeah, to the 30, and he fights.
Wow.
One thing about good backs, and they're good for a reason.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, good backs, they're going to do you, Judge.
Yeah.
When they come in, they try to punch and deliver.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get brought down sometimes, but sometimes they get a yard or two out of that. And we're seeing it happening right here. Second down and 2 yards to go. After an 8-yard run by Wilkinson, Southern will get a 70 football game. A 2 receiver set for Sanders. He takes he blocks the count.
Yeah.
Now they look to the near side.
2, 1, 0. Oh, yes. That was 10.
Going to hand it off again.
Oh, that pole get in my way.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Rock him on the digit.
Yeah. Yep, just got another first down. So you talking about another 3 minutes gonna run off this clock. You need milking that clock.
And I tell you what, almost just under 7 minutes to go, you kind of see the posture, too, of both teams here.
Yeah.
Kind of showing perhaps what might be the outcome. But Southern needs the football back.
Yeah. Yeah, they need it back.
Motion. There's a pitch again. Gaines coming around the left side. Who usually gets it. This time he's not quite as fortunate. We'll get a lot on there. We didn't move the chains a little bit, not the chains, but the down blocking. We'll get 3, maybe 4, up to the 40-yard line. We'll get 4 yards on the play.
Yeah.
Second down. And about
second down and 6.
That's just the ball down on the 40-yard line.
Boy, that clock is running, though. Yeah. That's the enemy now, not Jackson State.
Second and 6. You think it's running, Jack? What Southern think is doing?
See, they know what they're doing.
Flag. You get the handoff, and they tackle.
And this tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, this one in the backfield. Yeah, and they got him, and then they checked him, and then a couple steps forward.
Right.
They get any yards on that. It's third down here.
Yep. Third down. They got to stop. They got to stop this.
Third down and 7. Just scored on the finish the play 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Jackson State leading 43-24 over the Jaguars of Southern.
Going to be very interesting to see if they're going to pass.
On a 3rd and 7 from their own 39-yard line. With a 4-receiver set this time, motion this time from right to left. That's gained again in motion. If they get the pitch this time, back player Sanders throws underneath Howard's house call. Talk about a head, Josh.
Yeah. Didn't get no first down, though.
No. It's a 4th down here.
Yep, 4th down.
And Jackson going to come
in and get the ball.
Yeah, going to punt it away. Smartly punt it away.
Yep.
When Southern get this football, it'll be under 5 minutes play.
Yes, it will.
As they get it.
Yeah.
Sam Johnson, that's one.
Southern will shoot a little bit back to shoot the football is going to be kicked up. That's it's called for at the 23. That's what Southern starts this time, Josh.
We got 4 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in this game. Jackson State 43, Southern 24.
Fans, the flag
step aside.
Stay off the field at the conclusion of tonight's game.
Come back.
Again, stay off the field. Thank you for your cooperation.
That won't happen.
Jackson, that was a field just getting instructed to get off the field.
Man, when that horn blow, all I said, it fell in front, better move out of the way. Cause they coming.
Jackson represented well today here, and we're talking about the fans.
Yeah.
And also Southern represented today well here.
Very well.
And Southern came in believing they could win the football game.
Yeah,
believing they came in believing they would win the football game. I've seen more flag paraphernalia in one place I've seen anywhere. It's all lined up everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. Yeah. What Dion been saying all year, he believes in his defense. He put his defense up against anybody offense. So we finna see.
And record back, I like the posture that Southern is taking the field with.
Oh, yeah.
They're taking the field dress because they have a chance to get something on the board here.
Oh, yeah.
For Jackson State, 24-7, 4:37 to play in the football game. SWAC championship here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, broadcast live from Veteran Memorial Stadium. Snap is back. That guy just takes it. It's tagged, but it keeps running. Throws it downfield, and it's going to fall incomplete.
McDaniel, incomplete.
McDaniel tried to run out of there, Josh.
Yeah, he did.
He's been running vertical, Josh. This time he tried to run a little bit lateral because
it went horizontal then.
Got it. And you see other fans here with their school stuff on, not just Jackson and Southern, but other schools too.
Oh, yeah. Everybody represents.
Back to pass. Throws it for side. A catch made. For about a 5-yard pickup in that game.
Yeah.
That over the close out of the football field. That would bring up a third down.
Looked like a 5-yard pickup.
The ball can be up at the 26-yard line. 27-yard line. Third down. Both of them. Back to pass. Back to the backfield. That guy runs too. 10,000 where to go. Running to the far side. Throws it downfield. And it's incomplete. Well, that was close, Josh.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going close for two things. Close for the catch and also close for the pass interference.
Yeah.
Target down.
Boy, I tell you what, he is loose as we. I mean, several Jackson State players had a chance to sack him.
Yeah.
And he got away.
It is a pulled down. And about 6 yards to go. 4-7. 4th and 6, and
they just called timeout.
They called timeout, Josh. They're going to barely do the ball game.
Yeah.
They're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
On a 4th down and about 6 in the ball in Southern territory.
Right.
And Southern 28-yard line. But they don't.
Wow. If they don't get it, yeah, it's over with.
27-yard line. Yeah. And they know this is their only shot they have here.
Right.
With 3:47 to play.
Oh, they can't give it back, Jackson State. They won't see it no more.
And you're talking about a deficit of 19 points.
Right.
Almost 20 points.
Right. So, in other words, they got to have a lot of help from Jackson State.
Yes.
They got to turn it back over to them.
They call this the Feet of Soul, Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson, the Feet of Soul. They've got a lot of blues going here.
Yes, indeed.
First rocking through it. Well, no, he's trying to get up one of the way.
Wow. There got to be some kind of there had to be some kind of fake. I mean, why would you point it?
You got that back.
Yes, he did, too.
You have to kick it up.
Wow.
That catch called for. And bobble.
And then he fumbled it.
And
then Southern may have it.
Southern must say they have the football. They do.
They do. Wow.
And they have it in Jackson territory at the 37-yard line. Southern is 4th and 6 from the 28-yard line, John. I mean, it couldn't happen any more
right
for them than that.
Yeah.
You know, you thought they were going to perhaps go for some kind of trick play.
Yeah.
And Southern going to get the ball in Jackson territory, first and 10, and Jackson 38-yard line.
Yeah.
Left pass. Now, guy back in the back on the left side, back to pass. Pass up, catch the football, goes down the middle, it's picked up by Jackson State. Comes to the near side, 25. Look down at the 25-yard line. So that was Is there voting on the church? Intersection?
It's that Delgado.
Delgado. I'm looking at that, trying to get that right number.
Yeah, Delgado.
23 around. $3:24 to play. They pushing right to left. Here's a pitch to Davis again. We're seeing that stuff down the other sideline. And now the 40, 89 yards. Because get back to some staffing, you have games going right in front of you that catching them every time perfectly, right. And he picked enough of the first down on that to move the chains up to the 35-yard line of Jackson State for Jackson State.
And then the clock don't even stop when you go out of bounds.
When that game again, he gets it again. This time he's going to the far side. He turns up not quite as forward, and he'll pick up a yard or two on that. He's got to stretch him.
Well, Southern needs to start calling some time out now.
They have
two left. They use they not going to run out of them.
It's 3:42 to play the football game. Jackson State leading 43.
Yeah, they're not going to be in no hurry about snapping the ball.
At all.
They're going to let the clock run.
They're going to have 20 seconds left from this point here.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah. Oh, they're the same quarterback.
This time it's a handoff. It'll go that Curry.
Well, still ain't called time up.
Are they conceding, Josh?
It look like it.
The new quarterback
they got two time up, and they ain't using none of it. And James just letting the clock run. Sit down.
JP Andre is the quarterback of the football game for Jackson State. Yeah. They haven't called a timeout, Josh. They won't call one now. Back to pass.
And then he's throwing it. Oh, intercepted. God, dog it. Wow.
Picked off by Southern.
Wow.
So Southern will get this. That ball was tipped.
Turnover.
Yeah.
Wow.
With a minute 22 to play in the football game. And now, Justin, you got a lot of reserves out there.
Yeah, you got a lot of reserves now. This one over with. Yeah.
And Southern had the football after the turnover.
Yeah.
On an interception. With a minute 22 to play, they have it first and 10. From the own 40-yard line. So Jackson State will call a timeout here.
Right.
Going down the stretch. With a minute 22 to play in the fourth quarter. Jackson State 43. Southern University Jags, the Western champions, 24. Jackson trying to go through the season completely undefeated.
Yeah.
With Celebration Bowl waiting.
Right. With 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go in this game, Jackson State 43, Southern 24.
Some fans that left, I think some are waiting, Josh, for the celebration, you think?
Right. Some of them waiting on the celebration. Yeah. Yeah, some of them said, it's cold out here. I got to go find some heat.
Southern with the football. First and 10 from Jackson's 40-yard line. Daniels a shovel pass. Lateral. Can't be.
Oh, man.
It's going to be, they're going to call a forward pass.
Yeah, that's forward pass.
Back Daniels.
Wow.
The ball game to the very end. The goal, Stockton's pulled up high on him. Down to a minute and 14 seconds to play in the football game. Jackson State 43. Southern University Jags 24. Second and 10 from the 40. Throws it. The reception made. Southern players, ducking players, going to the post side of the field. He's going to run out of bounds, and that's going to be meant for the first down for Southern. So Southern trying to get to that 30-point mark and get a touchdown on the board. But we have a 59.7 seconds to play. And Jackson gives a touchdown to Southern. They're saying they're trying to get into the end zone.
Yes, they are. They're trying hard to get in there.
Well, Jackson, they've already scored 24 points when they scored in the first ball game.
Oh, yeah.
First and 10. That game looking to the end zone to throw. Looking, he's going to run this one up at the 20-15, pulled down near the 13-yard line. And inbound.
They going to call a timeout?
Well, it's still rolling. No. Not going to call a timeout. It's still rolling.
They're calling it.
Going to call it now with 38.4 seconds to play.
It lost by 20 seconds, though.
Did they call a timeout, Jay?
Some? Yeah, call it.
Please reset the clock.
Yeah.
To 45 seconds. Start on my line.
45 seconds on his wire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, first down.
Yeah.
So it stopped.
Yeah, and it kept rolling, yeah.
But they ain't called timeout, though.
They didn't call the timeout, no.
They got 2 left.
That's the pass to the end zone, incomplete.
Way over here, down way.
Could not get to that.
I guess they won't call a timeout.
We're still a screen ahead here. So, you understand, Robinson kind of hooked up there, about.
Maybe so.
43 back to the 24 Southern with the football. They're second down and 10 from Jackson's 13-yard line. Motion from left to right for the Jacks. Now Daniels takes the snap, back to pass, and then goes to the end zone. It is incomplete. Clock will stop now at 24.4 seconds. And this is a third down and 10.
Third down and 10. I guess they kind of conceded, huh?
Yeah. It's for, the timeouts, they're not using him. Here comes a third down and 10. He's everything they got. Going to throw it to the numbers. Catch is made on his feet, trying to find somewhere to go, but he's going to go out and push back. Getting the top of for Southern.
If they don't call timeout, they'll never get another playoff. They call timeout. Yep. They call timeout. Yep. If they hadn't, they wouldn't never got another playoff.
Yeah. They got to put some time back on the clock.
Yeah. So they call timeout.
Yeah, it's down to 2.4 now.
Yeah, they called it with 14 seconds there. Yeah, and then they got one more.
One more Johnson.
One more timeout.
Fourth down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, one more.
Well, they get to the sideline.
Huh?
They make a completion real quick.
Right.
And get a timeout. Have a possibility to get one. Yeah.
Yeah, because they can get a first down without getting a touchdown. I was thinking they had to get a touchdown.
And here comes the Jags, fourth down and 10 for Southern from Jackson's 13-yard line. 14 seconds to play in the football game. 4-4 here. Jackson leading 43-24. He just snaps back. McDaniel stands in. Plays out of the end zone. And
won't happen.
Incomplete pass. 6 seconds, and Jackson still take over on downs here.
Yeah. With 8.1 seconds left to go in this game, the score is Jackson State 43, Southern 24.
And you're listening, and have been listening to the
Open Mic Broadcast
on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Thank you an awful lot for carrying this championship football game.
Yeah, 1-0 down, and that's the game.
Jackson State 43, Southern 24, 8-1-1 to play. Something that's standing here with Jackson hands for Southern. Jackson hands the football on the 9-yard line. Ball snap back.
That's it.
Down. Jackson State will win the SWAC championship. Jackson State like this. When you're talking about the big celebration of Jackson State, but it also celebrates Southern.
Yes.
You know, they won the
they were the West champion.
Yeah. It was tough in the West.
Yes, it was.
Came down to the final game.
Yep.
They came out.
And they came out victorious.
Yeah. Thank you. And like what I do in the field here, both teams congratulating one another. Thanks one another. Presentation coming up.
Right.
Here we go. Again, the final score, Jackson State 43, Southern 24. Jackson wins the championship. And you've been listening to the broadcast on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Joshua, final thoughts.
My final thought, this was just an excellent ball game for Southern, even though they didn't win, but they fought hard, they played hard, so they represent the West very well. And what can you say about Jackson State? They went through this complete season without a loss, so, I mean, more power to them.
Yeah. And you look at Southern, you came in, you say, listen, you know, next time you see games around and high school ball games that you get so far ahead, they begin to start the clock.
Right.
So everyone's good now. They're going to run this ball game. Jackson going to run Southern off the field. Southern said no.
No.
And go down, not in the second half, but in the last part of the second quarter.
Right.
They came back.
They came back.
With 40 seconds to play.
Right.
Then they came and scored a touchdown. They get back into the ball game.
Right.
Jackson recomposed, went on. As a result of that, Jackson State will win the SWAC championship overall over Southern by a score of 43-44. That's what it was.
Yes, it did.
For Dr. Mike Quest, Joshua Davis, I am Lee Hall, reminding you, if you play the sport or if you like the sport, for the kids, they play good sport. Good night. Thanks for listening.